look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. Nope. It's the Channel Chasers podcast. And we are back once again with, what is this, part 2, technically? Of our blockbuster triple feature? Yeah, it's part 2 because our first part was Jurassic World Rebirth. So yeah, this time we actually have a bit of a Justice Gang here with us. Regular recurring cast member of the show, our buddy Trash has returned.
Thank you for inviting me again, you guys. It's really nice to be back on here, and I'm glad that we're going to be able to talk about a different, I guess, what would it be?
Franchise, I guess.
Version,
yeah.
A different version of the franchise, which...
Oh yeah, that's true, because you were also here for my adventures. That is kind of funny. That is kind of funny. Yeah. Didn't even make that connection.
Yeah, so that's I mean, that's kind of one of the reasons why why I was invited too, right?
Yeah, for sure. So Trash, I think we mentioned it in last week's episode, but it bears repeating. Trash was originally going to be here for the Jurassic World Rebirth episode, but scheduling came up at the last second, so he decided, all right, I'm just going to be on this one. But we will let Trash give his thoughts on Jurassic World Rebirth during screen time. So if you guys still want to hear what Trash thought about it, you will still get to hear his thoughts. But yeah, as Trash alluded to, we will be talking about Superman 2025, written and directed by James Gunn. I am so excited to talk about this, you guys. Me and Tony saw this bad boy on opening day, and you can ask Brian. We have not shut up about it.
But yet, also, unlike other things in the past, y'all did not overhype it.
I'm so glad, Brian, because every time we talk to you about something like this, you always end up getting being like, oh man, you guys overhyped it. Because I remember, for example, one of the first ones that comes to mind. That's exactly what I was about to say. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. If you guys haven't been following the podcast for a while, our Across the Spider-Verse episode, me and Tony liked the movie a lot, but we did not like it nearly as much as Brian because we hated the characterization of Miguel personally.
Yeah.
And so that really brought the movie down for us.
Only a 0.5, I believe.
I think it was a full point. It wasn't crazy, but it was it wasn't crazy.
Now that I think about it, what did you think about Miguel? Because I don't think I saw that one.
Go ahead, Tony. I've been yapping on. Tony, you could take this one.
So my whole position is that Miguel didn't act like how he would normally be in the comics, because Marvel 2099 is a Marvel future, and Miguel is a completely different person. He was in the 90s, and he's a broody character, to the point of parody at times. Yeah, there's a page one of 2099 Spider-Man where he talks to his AI companion, and he's like 50% chance of rain.
He sounds like an old school noir detective. But the thing is, right?
We're trying to be thought provoking.
Yeah.
But it comes off cringe.
Yeah.
Miguel is a smart man. He's also so 90s that it's actually quite hilarious. Miguel he can be a serious character. He is the most serious Spider-Man. That's because his future is a
cyberpunk dystopia. Yeah, cyberpunk dystopia. But the thing is, right? Miguel is serious, but he's not this crazy weird stickler robot character almost. Yeah, must follow the rules, canon event. That's not Miguel. That's not who Miguel is. This is fucking weird.
It goes against their own rules because Miguel never really had those kinds of canon events in his story. Yep. So it's critical to go off on that.
I found it hilarious that the person obsessed with canon events is the person whose timeline gets changed every 6 months.
Not necessarily true. That's
a hyperbolic statement, but 2099's timeline gets changed way more often than the 616 does.
Yes, that's because there are other factors. I did an entire screen time because someone actually went through the whole history of the 2099 Marvel Universe. Thank you, Sir Superhero.
But yeah, so
I'm a huge fan of Marvel 2099 when it first came out in the 90s, reading the back issues of it, and I'm like, this whole future is scuffed. I like how scuffed it is.
But yeah, so we really did not like Miguel's characterization. That threw us off. And so we were like, all right, this was good, but not as good as Puss in Boots and the Last Wish. 'Cause Puss in Boots' Last Wish was amazing that year. That, I think, was my favorite animated film of that year. It was it was so good. The wolf character, absolutely amazing. Like, Death was the shit. Like, that whistle is iconic. The scene with the panic attack, I remember seeing that in theaters and, like, actually, like, crying because I was like, oh man, that's definitely how it feels. That's so realistic. I feel seen.
And also, this is not like an uncommon trend for Jay and myself, because I don't know if it's how we as people, like how if we're fundamentally different as people compared to Brian, but it's always amusing that when we talk about stuff that really excite our brains, like really firing off our neurons, Brian's like, that's good, but you really just overhyped it a little too much. And we look at Brian's like,
It's like, what?
he's like,
It's like, fair. It's like, all right, fair, but I don't know. I still feel like it was great. Usually Brian doesn't agree. Usually Brian doesn't agree with us when we gas something up like this.
Which is funny though, because when it's something that we're like middle of the road down, I seem to like it more than you.
I know that's the weirdest part, right? Because like Tony and I will be harsher on something, and Brian's like, I don't know, I thought it was pretty good, and you're just like, okay, Brian, I think that was just all right.
Yeah,
like
It's because you guys get so excited and hyper focused on it.
oh yeah, we definitely emphasize the hyper part of hyperfixation. I mean, go back and watch any episodes where we talk about Pokemon, or specifically Pokemon Horizon. Which, oh man, Tony, I gotta tell after we finished recording, remind me. During our break of recording, I gotta tell you stuff about the anime. Obviously in vague non-spoilers, because the 2 week break is over and the new episode came out. Oh boy.
But hey, the
Setting up
good
some
news
cool
is
stuff.
that y'all seem to like it though, because
So does the audience.
Right now,
Yeah.
the last episode that we did, which was the Pokemon, that we have currently released.
Yeah, currently released. Yeah.
Is sitting at a cool 45.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad the Pokemon community always shows up for us. Trash,
Yeah.
I honestly think you should check out Horizons. I think you'd love it. It's a great series. I know you weren't the biggest fan of Journeys, which totally understandable. Journeys had a lot of hiccup, even though I feel like it ended pretty well with the Masters 8 arc. But this is awesome. Even if you weren't a fan of like the Scarlet and Violet games, I think it actually improves and streamlines a lot of those stories.
Ironically, I'm actually the opposite of a lot of people, and I actually really enjoyed Scarlet and Violet.
Oh,
I
yay!
actually liked it way better than Sword and Shield.
Same. Okay, so you're with us. All right, so if you like the Scarlet and Violet games, I think you'll really like this anime.
Because without boiling anything, characters from the game actually show up.
And their storylines play out to an extent.
Yeah, I've been seeing a little bit of previews and stuff. Like again, the one thing about Sword and Shield that I will constantly say I hated was the story and the fact that we kept on getting cut from doing anything because
What story? There was a story in Sword and Shield?
I mean, yeah, basically what I mean. I mean, that's one of the controversial things is that a lot of people have is that they say the story was better, and I was like, wait, what are you talking about?
There was no story. What do you mean? The villain was terrible. The story sucked. The graphics were kind of ass.
If you really think
definitely Scarlet and Violet have a lot of really big problems.
Oh yeah.
Especially
Scarlet,
with the frame rates,
Scarlet and
but
Violet have some like that, but those are hardware issues. I can't put that on like the story. I'll put that on the limitations of Switch One, because from what I've seen of like the Switch 2 release, even though like not to get into this rabbit hole again, what I've seen of the Switch 2 release, Scarlet and Violet on the Switch 2 looks crisp as hell, and that might be one of the reasons I might get a Switch 2 eventually.
Well, just don't get a used one, or else it's gonna get bricked.
Yep, exactly.
It's more like it's games that are used, not the system itself.
Yeah, it's the used games that apparently like fuck the Switch 2, but
well, because I think it's down to their whole
yeah, because they're not trying to be backwards compatible, which is kind of stupid. But it is to protect against emulation and pirating and shit. So I kind of understand it.
Yeah,
but
the backwards compatibility still works, but we just have to be very careful about that.
Yep. But yeah, so again, side tangent over. Thank you guys for supporting the Pokemon episodes, and thank you guys for like just genuinely supporting all of our content as of late. We've been getting decent numbers on everything that we've been putting out. You know, we're a small channel. The fact that any of you guys actually want to listen to us yap on about these topics, like, and these are like small podcast episodes. We go on for hours, so like y'all must have long commutes or something. We appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
And there are times when we just yap like on and on about anything. And if you really like our voices that much, then why don't you just subscribe, hit the notification bell, maybe even like a video or two, man. Just
you know, put us in that algorithm. Make sure we spread around to the rest of YouTube. Again, we really appreciate all the support. Now, with all that housekeeping out of the way, we will start the episode proper as we usually do by letting our boy Brian dive right into the news. Take it away, Brian.
All right, so the Emmy nominations were this week.
All right.
And I will say that I realized in the past, maybe anytime we do an award show, drone on for a little too long.
So you cut down to the important categories and you're not going to read everything?
Well, in the important nominees.
Yeah. The ones that actually have shows that we actually are aware of.
And like the big three categories.
Yeah.
Are the only ones to do fully.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say that this year, a couple different shows like reigned supreme.
Nice.
Most of them we haven't watched.
Oh.
Well, two of them, half of them. Severance.
Oh, I have seen like 3 episodes of Severance. Now that I have Apple TV, I should actually like watch the whole thing. I hear season 2 is not as good as season 1, but season 1, from what I saw of the first 3 episodes, is really interesting.
Yeah, and then another Apple show, The Studio.
Oh, that's the Seth Rogen one.
Yep.
That's on my list, but I have not checked it out yet.
White Lotus.
Boo.
But the one that you guys will be excited about, the 4th show to like dominate the list this year, The Penguin.
Nice. The Penguin was amazing. That was, I think, I said was my favorite show in the wrap up, or at least like it was definitely in the top 3.
Oh yeah,
that brings me to the first category, which is outstanding writing for a limited or anthology series.
All right, Penguin's
the
definitely
finale
up
of
there.
The Penguin.
Oh hell yeah, that finale is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we all saw that ending coming.
Yeah.
Although I know some people that were genuinely shocked by what happened at the end there, which good on y'all.
And outstanding writing for a drama series. Andor got it for
Nice.
an episode called Welcome to the Rebellion.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys haven't seen Andor, I'm gonna keep saying it. If you miss Star Wars and you want like good Star Wars, watch Andor.
Nice. And also, White Lotus got a nomination for the.
Is it the incest episode?
Yep.
I thought it was gonna be the incest episode.
The Full Moon Party.
Yep, I thought it was gonna be the incest episode.
And for directing for a limited series or an anthology, The Penguin picked up 2.
Nice.
The finale and the Sophia backstory episode.
Is that the one with the multiple cigarette scene? You know,
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's that one. It's
No.
the one where we actually get to see
It's just the one with her backstory in Arkham. Okay, so it wasn't that one. Oh dang. But let me tell you, that episode, that's Sophia's best performance. Oh my god, so good.
Oh yeah, indeed. And then Andor and White Lotus also picked up for directing in a drama series for an episode.
Nice.
We had a weird, I think this is a first for the Emmys, with outstanding guest actor in a comedy series.
Okay.
Because one of them was John Bernthal for The Bear.
Uh-huh.
And the rest were performances in The Studio.
Oh, I mean that makes sense. That's a whole host of like great guest actor performances from what I've seen from clips.
Bryan Cranston, Dave Franco, Ron Howard, Anthony Mackie, and Martin Scorsese.
Oh, nice.
That is pretty stacked. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, like just from what I hear, it's really good. It's one of those ones where I expected it to win a lot of Emmys because it's one of those like Hollywood laughs at itself while also jerking itself off.
Okay.
Kind of like La La Land that one year of the Oscars. You know how like La La Land is like that like big ass love letter to old Hollywood, so it's like it's a good movie and well made, but it's also wanking off Hollywood.
Yeah. Then we have guest actor for drama series. Giancarlo Esposito for The Boys.
Makes sense.
Forrest Whitaker for Andor.
Yep.
Save the dream.
And then Scott Glenn for White Lotus.
Oh, he was Homie's friend, right?
No, that was Stick.
Oh yeah, Scott Glenn is Stick. Okay, so he was the rich guy.
Yes.
He was the rich guy. Got it. Okay.
I just realized, wasn't there someone in the someone in Jurassic World from the bear?
Yeah. The
Cousin, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. The Bear is also a really good show. I'm not caught up on it, but I've seen the first 2 seasons and it's pretty solid.
Yeah. For outstanding actress in a limited series or anthology, honestly, the only one that we care about is I believe it's pronounced Desiree O'Connell.
That's Sophia Falcone, right?
Penguin.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
That was Mama.
Oh, Mama Cobblepot. Nice. She's also really good. Oh man. The scene where she goes off on Oz, fucking man, chef's kiss.
Yeah, I think it's what was Sophia Falcone's the actress's name?
I don't know the actress's name. I just know she's the mom.
Christina something.
I just know she's the mom in How I Met Your Mother.
It's Christina something, but
yeah.
But we might get to her. For outstanding supporting actor in a comedy series, Harrison Ford got it for his Apple TV show Shrinking, and I think he's one of the oldest people to ever get an Emmy nomination at 83.
Good for him.
And Ibn Mas Bakarem, the one that's going to be the Thing, he got nominated for The Bear.
Oh, cool.
And Bowen Yang got it for SNL, and that's significant because I believe that's the first time an Asian actor has been nominated in that category.
Oh, cool.
Outstanding supporting actor in a drama series, White Lotus swept.
Of course. I mean, the acting in we talk shit about that. We talk shit about that show for like that particular show and season, but the acting was not our problem. In fact, the acting was so good. The acting was really good because we hated all the characters, which was their job.
Including Walton Goggins.
Walton Goggins was my favorite character, though.
Absolutely.
Jason Isaac.
Oh man, Jason Isaac's character was such a dick, trying to poison your family. Come on, my guy.
And now it's Sam Rockwell, who was the friend.
There we go.
Yeah.
And then for supporting actress in a drama series, even more so swept, because you got Carrie Coon, who she was the more reasonable one out of the trio.
Yep.
Blonde bitches.
Those blonde bitches. Got it. Yeah. She wasn't the one that slept with the Russian dude, right? She was just the friend that was trying to be the voice of reason throughout all their bullshit.
Well, she was the one that the others kept putting down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She was the one that was trying to be the voice of reason through all their bullshit. Yeah.
Parker Posey, which again hated her character, but she killed it.
Oh yeah. I did not expect her to pull off that accent so well.
Yep. And then arguably 2 of the best characters in that whole season. Natasha Rothwell, who was Belinda.
Yep. See, Belinda was the only character I actually liked, and her son.
And then Amy Lou Wood.
Which one is?
She was the one that was with Walt Goggins.
Yeah. So the hot girlfriend.
Yeah.
The one that had the older brother kept trying to hit on.
Yeah. Outstanding lead in a limited series or anthology. Honestly, the only one that we care about, Colin Farrell for Penguin.
100%.
Absolutely.
And then for lead actress in a limited series or anthology, the only one that we care about, Kristen Melody for the Penguin.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's her name.
That's her name.
Absolutely stellar performance in that.
Oh yeah,
indeed. Then lead actor in a comedy, Jeremy Allen White for The Bear.
Makes sense.
And then Adam Brody for Nobody Wants This, which I personally have seen most of, and I really like it.
What is that one? I feel like I've heard that title before.
Bell.
Oh.
It's a rom-com TV show.
Oh right, we reacted to this one. Isn't that the one where
he's a rabbi.
Yeah, he's the rabbi, and they start dating.
And she's agnostic, I believe.
Yeah.
And nobody from either of their lives wants the relationship to happen, but they still like each other. Which, speaking of which, Kristen Bell got a nomination for lead actress in a comedy. with like the obvious like ones that you would expect, like Quinta Brunson
Yep.
and Ayo Edebiri for the Bear.
Yep.
Then lead actor in a drama series, Pedro Pascal for The Last of Us. Lead actress in a drama, Bella Ramsey for Last of Us, only one we possibly care about.
Yeah.
Outstanding television movie, the latest Bridget Jones got nominated, and also so did Rebel Ridge, which apparently was the movie that got a guy from Krypton to be Jon Stewart.
Yeah, no, if you guys haven't seen that movie and you're still kind of doubtful, he pretty much plays Jon Stewart in that movie.
Outstanding limited series or anthology, The Penguin.
Yep, nope. I hope that wins.
Outstanding drama series, Andor, The White Lotus, and we haven't seen it, but this is the last one, so I'll read off the rest. Slow Horses, which is an Apple TV show. Severance.
Yep.
Paradise, which is a Hulu show. The Last of Us. The Diplomat, which is a Netflix show.
I've heard of that one.
And then one that I've heard good things about but never watched, The Pit.
Oh, yeah, I've also heard good things about it. My sister-in-law and my brother watch it, and she works at a hospital. She's like, "Oh, this is super accurate." Mm-hmm. Honestly, the only reason I'm like vaguely familiar with it is because I watch a lot of those like professional reacts to shows, and there are a bunch of these.
Yeah. I think they collectively said that the most faithful is The Pit, and the least faithful is 911.
Yep.
But also the cool thing about The Pit is that it is in real time. The whole entire first season is one 12-hour shift. And season 2 will also be a whole entire shift.
Interesting.
But season 2 is amping it up because what day it is that it's going to take place.
Oh.
The 4th of July.
Oh shit. All the crazy accents and dumbass people. Where does The Pit take place in? Like, what state do we know?
I don't know.
Man, could you imagine if it took place in Florida?
Oh god.
It would be even more crazy. Cause think about it. We have the existence of Florida Man.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine the 4th of July in Florida. Like, emergency rooms and hospitals must be crazy busy.
You looking into this, Brian? To help our
they filmed it in Burbank. Features scenes filmed at a general hospital in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
But the actual hospital is a fictional Pittsburgh hospital.
Okay, so it takes place in Philly. Got it.
Okay. So not as crazy as we would think it would be.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the news for you.
Cool.
Hopefully I truncated it more than previous years.
No, for sure. No, it was definitely breezier. Definitely breezier.
Plus, we also added our interjections.
And this time, again, like Tony said, this time it wasn't just you yapping on. We actually had commentary.
Mm-hmm.
Trash doesn't watch as much TV, so I figured Trash didn't really have anything to add here. But
yeah, sadly I do not. It's just it's not just TV. It's just that honestly I don't really follow that much. It's mostly movies and video games and anime.
Understandable.
But that'll come later, I guess.
There are some shows that I wouldn't watch myself if it weren't for the podcast.
Which is what I'm glad for. I'm glad we've been able to turn Tony into more of a TV head now.
Like
the one thing I'm still going to be annoyed with is that I had to sit through that season of White Lotus.
I'm with you. I'm still complaining to Brian about that. I mean, it's not that it was a bad show. It's just those characters suck.
Yes,
which is the theme of White Lotus. But
yeah.
But to the point of like Tony not watching stuff, just last week during trailer talk, we had 2 trailers for TV shows that Tony had not seen.
Meanwhile, me and Brian, who we had covered both of those for previous iterations of the podcast, we were both super hyped. Tony was like, "Oh, that's cool, I guess."
technically, I didn't cover it for the podcast. I covered it for the channel.
Oh yeah, Twisted Metal. Yeah, Twisted Metal. You did do
You
a solo.
covered it in Screen Time.
I did cover Twisted Metal in Screen Time, and we covered Alice in Borderlands for the podcast. Yeah. That was actually one of our, and I checked. It was one of our last episodes before we took that big hiatus, and then we eventually came back via Twitch. So it is up there in the archives if people are interested.
Nice. Go look.
But yeah, so with news out of the way, we can now jump into Screen Time. Screen Time is the segment of the podcast where everyone on the podcast gets a chance to spotlight anything they feel worth highlighting in terms of media that they've consumed in between podcast episodes. That could be anything from movies, TV shows, anime, music, comics, and more. So I'll start us off, and then we'll kick it over to Trash for his Jurassic World thoughts, because mine's pretty brief. Our Pokemon Daybreak saga continues. We have officially beaten the sixth gym, and that puzzle was annoying as fuck. But
it was the fifth gym.
It was the fifth gym, right? I did beat the sixth gym, but I did that off stream. The sixth gym was a flying gym. I'll get to that later. That was pretty easy. But yeah, so I'll let Tony talk about the fifth gym, the dark type gym.
Okay. So this was a puzzle that our navigationally challenged friend here would have a tough time on his own.
And to be fair, it's not just because I'm dumb with directions. Tony admitted himself when he watched the video of the puzzle, God, this puzzle is fucking annoying.
Yes, that is true.
So it's not just me, people.
So initially, because you posted the video of it, I was like, how hard would this puzzle be? Then I remember, it's Daybreak. Daybreak likes to kick your rice square in the nuts. So I looked at this puzzle, I'm like, the fuck is this? But it's simple enough to navigate once you really get a good idea of what you need to do.
Yeah, once you figure out the pattern, the movement pattern, because the whole thing, right, is the gym is enshrouded in darkness and you can't see any of the tiles, and you have to move to the tiles in order to progress.
It's like Morty's gym in Johto.
Yeah.
But worse. Cranked at least 13.
And the gym battle itself was pretty tough.
Oh, absolutely. So the gym leader, whose name was Erebus, by the way, and of course, Jay and I were making Greek mythology jokes along the way,
and a couple of Persona references because of the answer.
Yep, that much is true. But overall, this man dressed like fucking Agent Smith from The Matrix, he had an impressive team makeup. So first one he sends out is a evolution fusion.
Yeah, they're called Duelions for this game. So if you guys did not watch last week's episode, one of the big gimmicks for this fan game is they have this system called Duelions, where you can inject Eevee DNA into another Eevee, and they basically kind of do the fusion dance, and so they're like dual type. Yep.
So we had the starting one was a Dark Fury fusion of Umbreon and Sylveon.
My two favorite evolutions.
So it was a real challenge for the Colonel.
Yep.
We'll say that. So it goes 2 attempts to beat this man. Only 2.
Which is the least amount of attempts in this game, mind you. Because if you guys don't remember our story with Rocco, Rocco took 3 attempts. Fuck Rocco.
But so the whole makeup of the team was actually pretty interesting. We had the Duelion, we had Trim, I think we also had Houndoom.
Yep, there was the Houndoom. It was a Pond.
But the worst.
Yeah, the worst one. Oh man.
Worst one was Sharpedo. And you're thinking, Tony, why was Sharpedo the worst member of the team? It was Mega Sharpedo.
And we did not have access to a Mega Ring yet because you need strength in order to get the Mega Ring, and you need to beat the 6th gym in order to get use of strength outside of battle.
And it's a convoluted mess just to get to where you need to go to get to the Mega Ring. And if you really think
that's gonna take an entire stream on its own, which we'll probably do this upcoming weekend. So tune into my Twitch channel if you want to see us struggle.
And also scream at the various gods in existence.
Yeah, we're gonna yell at Arceus. We're definitely gonna yell at Arceus.
Not just Arceus. We may have to yell at Zeus.
Well, Zeus deserves it. Zeus always deserves it.
Yeah, but the fight,
Yeah, that Sharpedo was fast. That Mega Sharpedo was fast as fuck. Eventually it came down to, in our second attempt, I was like, alright, Tony, so I know we kind of have this thing against using cheese strats in regular Pokemon games, but this game doesn't fuck around. We have to cheese it. And so, since this is our shared character, he's like, alright, I approve. We can cheese it. So I was like, all right, bet. I'm gonna flame charge the fuck out of everything so that I'll be fast as fuck by the time the Sharpedo comes.
And fast as fuck, we achieved.
Yep. Yeah, no, we got off, I think, like 3 flame charges prior, and so by the time the Sharpedo showed up, we fucking brick broke that fucking shark in half. We turned that mega shark into sashimi, which, by the way, I do not advocate. Sharks are very endangered species and should not be hunted. They are very misunderstood creatures. Do not hate on sharks.
Yep. Sharks are good boys and girls.
But we had
okay, girl.
But we had to listen. I am also a shark, mind you. At least half shark. So you gotta stand up for the people.
Well, I mean, also sharks are from what I hear, sharks are actually pretty delicious.
You know what? We're not. No comment. No comment.
We're not that. But also, we all know who the real menaces are in the seas.
Dolphins.
Yeah, definitely.
Those guys are menaces. Absolute menaces. But yeah, so we defeated Erebus, and then on my own I navigated through and went up against Dickhead Dante once again, our rival, with his JoJo theme music, and that was actually a pretty tough battle. All of his Pokemon were fully evolved, or not all of them, because his Bagon was still a Shelgon, so like he still had that. And Tony, I will tell you, it was definitely a good call to train up Jean Grey, our Curlia slash Gardevoir, because his team gets destroyed by fairies.
I called it.
Yeah, my first attempt, I'm not gonna lie, I got my ass kicked a little bit, mostly because his Gardevoir was faster than ours, and somehow, even though she was a couple levels below us, she knew Moonblast, and so I was like, all right, well that sucks. Why don't we have Moonblast?
I hate this game. Like,
what?
Okay,
that's the one thing that pisses me off about this game, is that the enemy trainers have access to way cooler moves than us, and I'm just like, all right, bullshit.
There was the one in what was it, the first generation or second generation, where they had like a Dragonite like level 30.
Yeah, the illegal dragon, Lance's illegal Dragonites. Everybody remembers Lance's illegal Dragonites. He gave them performance enhancing drugs to evolve. I still stand on that. But yeah, so the Gardevoir was super fast, but luckily I had trained up a secret ace in the hole for this upcoming flying gym, and it is actually one of Trash's favorite Pokemon. I trained up Otsuyu, our Frostlass.
Oh yeah.
And
I remember you.
And Otsuyu made sure that Gardevoir went night-night with her ominous wind.
Yeah.
And
love it.
Because I got the ominous wind off, and it gave, because ominous wind has a chance to give that Omni boost. It actually procs the boost, and it murdered that Gardevoir. I was so excited. So it only took 2 attempts, but I did beat Dante. And then I got to the 6th gym, which was a flying type gym led by ace pilot Helena. And she had a pretty solid team, but it could not stand up to any of our people, because our Armon are the best. What I like to do personally, and this is kind of a rule me and Tony have imposed, we match the team size of the gym leader in a way. We still have our full team of 6, but we only use the same amount of Pokemon that the gym leader has. So she had 4 Pokemon, so I only allowed myself to use 4 Pokemon. Those 4 Pokemon were Wally, our Jolteon, Otsuyu, our Frostlass, and I also used Sancho, our Swampert, because he had Rock Slide, and I gave him a wide lens so that Rock Slide would be more accurate. Thinking outside the box here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't remember who the last mon. Oh, Lizzie, of course, Lizzie. Lizzie was actually the one that clinched the win for us, and Lizzie was our Helioptile that has been with us since the beginning.
We love her. We stand with Lizzie.
Let me tell you something. Lizzie is the MVP of our team. Lizzie sometimes stays in the box when she's not necessarily needed, but when Lizzie comes off the bench, y'all need to be scared of Lizzie.
Because, yeah, Heliolisk may be like a mid-mon, but we love this thing. We love her.
Listen, they're fucking awesome. And her dry skin ability came in really handy with this gym, because this gym had surprisingly a lot of water type Pokemon mixed in here, because there were Pelipers, Gyarados, so like dry skin came in super clutch.
Hell yes.
So like Lizzie came through. I secured. This was the first time in this entire game where I beat the gym leader on first attempt.
Hell
I was so hyped.
Dude.
Our boys and girls got through it, so I'm really hyped. And so now we got access to using strength outside of battle. So now we'll get to actually hit that cave up, because we actually have to cross through that cave to get to the next town for our next gym badge. So look forward to that on stream, probably sometime this weekend, if you guys are curious. So we'll probably do that on stream again, and Tony will slowly go insane trying to guide me through this cave. But yeah. And then last but certainly not least, I want to highlight some music real quick, and a new hyperfixation I have unlocked, which kind of piggybacks off of, one of my ongoing hyperfixations that I've had ever since I was a child. But first, the music I want to highlight, because there was a lot of good music that came out last Friday, and I say last Friday as of the recording of this podcast, which was July 11th is when the music drop, because music drops on Friday. I want to say it was the 11th. Yeah, it was the 11th. So I talked about the Clips album last week, but there was a bunch of other albums that dropped that I want to highlight real quick. Justin Bieber did a surprise drop, which I did not expect. And
yeah, I heard about that.
I'm a believer. I've been a believer since I was like 15, and it was uncool for boys to like Justin Bieber. But as someone who grew up loving pop and NSYNC and Justin Timberlake, I was like, yeah, I like this kid. And I gotta say, his new album is fire. That song Yukon is one of those ones, man. Magic is about to happen when it's a Justin Bieber song and you hear acoustic guitar. I'm like, oh shit, here we go.
Yeah. Kind of threw me off the album title.
Swag? Yeah. He's kind of going through a little bit of a spiral, but the music is still good. But it's okay. This is gonna sound fucked up to say, but when artists are going through some shit, it's usually when their best music comes out.
Nice.
I mean,
yeah,
most art created through
pain and turmoil. Yeah. Obviously, I'm not gonna get into the gossipy stuff about him, Haley, and all that. If y'all are curious, you can just look that shit up. But yeah, the album, fire. I really like it. If you enjoy pop and you are a fan of the Biebs, you will like Swag. It's a dumb title, and the album itself is a little too long, but that's mostly because there are a bunch of skits on here featuring Drewski, and I honestly think you don't need any of those skits. You could just keep the music and the album would have been perfect. But as is with the skits, the album is still really good. The other album that I want to highlight is I don't know what the album is called, but Giveon dropped a new album. And first of all, I love Giveon. He's one of my favorite new R&B acts out there, and I want to shout out whatever young lady broke this man's heart, because this man was hurt and you could feel it all throughout. And he also took no accountability whatsoever, which is kind of how I like my R&B, if I'm being honest with you. And it was fun. It was good. It was a really good music. If you like good sad R&B, go listen to Giveon's new album. I personally am a big fan of sad R&B, but I grew up on like Usher and shit, so of course I like sad R&B.
Yeah. Nice.
But yeah, so that's it for me.
Also, just throwing it out there. I hadn't listened to it yet, but Twice just dropped their new album.
Oh, I did see that. I actually got a Spotify notification about that. Oh, before I forget and pass it over to Trash, that little hyperfixation that I mentioned was one that I like dropped in the group chat a while back, and I actually like sat through some episodes with Tony. I don't know if you ever like checked it out, Brian, but I sat in with Tony, and we watched all the episodes up to current. And
oh my god.
yeah, go ahead, Tony. Go ahead, you got it.
This is a French-made show about the Greek gods, the Greek pantheon, called God's School. And our focus character is Eris, the goddess of discord and chaos.
Not to be confused with the current service we are using right now.
Yes, and it is so goofy, wonky animation.
But
and you can tell
but it also improves over time. Like if you watch the later episodes, the animation is like dramatically better.
So kind of like Helva.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it is an indie show, and you can tell it's an indie show. Like, you know, they have to cut corners and reuse animations because obviously it's all one team doing it. And the art style is very heavily inspired by Disney's Hercules, which I think is great. But like Zeus straight up looks like Disney's Herc.
Like a teen?
Yeah.
Yes.
As a teen. Because the whole premise of this show is like Mean Girls, but with the Greek pantheon.
Oh God.
Yeah. No. Right. Right. But yeah, Tony, go ahead and break down the Mean Girls.
Okay, so we have our Regina, the pinnacle of blonde bitches, even though this bitch ain't no blonde. We have our girl Hera, who is mean mugging the shit out of everybody, acting like the most spoiled of spoiled princesses.
But especially Eris. I don't know what their deeper beef is, but like she especially hates Eris. I don't know what it is.
Also, all of my real homies hate her peacock. That thing is annoying as shit.
Yep.
Like, whoop ass bird. And then we have our Karen of the group, poor Aphrodite, even though Aphrodite herself as a goddess is kind of stupid.
Which is why her being Karen makes sense. If you remember Mean Girls, Karen is the dumb one.
No, I'm saying in overall mythology.
Yeah.
Aphrodite the most pettiest bitch. Even though the show's Aphrodite is like a sweet, demure.
She's more of a she's sweet, like friend with the bad crowd. But if she had better friends, she would be a nicer person.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's like the main like duo.
Well, no, there's a tree. It's technically a trio because Athena's there too. Athena's there. She tries to be the voice of reason, but neither of those two listens.
She's not the Gretchen Wieners.
Yeah, she's not the Gretchen. Nobody can be Gretchen.
And I am it seems like I have to say her whole government name.
You have to. You can't just say Gretchen. You gotta
say Gretchen Wieners.
Because otherwise it's just not as funny.
No, you're contractually obligated to do so. But Athena, Brian, Crash.
Yes.
How much do both of y'all know about Greek mythology?
Not particularly a lot, personally. Sorry.
A decent amount considering how much Greek mythology stuff we've watched for the pod.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We have made you consume a lot of Greek mythology related content.
You know who Athena's dad is, right?
Yeah.
Kronos.
So kind of. You're actually more right than you think, Trash. So this show's a little weird. This show is a little weird.
So all of the gods, even the ones that are sired by Zeus himself, are Zeus and his other siblings contemporaries.
Yeah. So this whole thing is like a prequel, right? So like they're in God school to become gods, and this takes place during the Golden Age, which is the Titan Age. So like Kronos is like Gaia's the principal of the school. Kronos is the superintendent. Is Kronos the principal? Okay, I wasn't sure because like Gaia is kind of running things at the school.
Yeah, no, Gaia is like
the vice principal, I guess.
Vice principal, but I'm like, good God. Like, some of the character designs are kind of like questionable, like especially when you look at Gaia, this Miss Bristle looking almost gaunt character design.
I kind of like it because if you think about it, like humans do kind of abuse the fuck out of the earth. So like,
yes, and I agree that it's like a very on the nose character design, but it doesn't mean it can't be uncanny or unsettling.
Oh yeah, no, I understand that, but yeah.
And then you have Kronos being a fat, balding, bearded man, which also works.
Yep, and
But
it was a little weird for us because like. Mm-hmm.
no, I need these two to listen to the words that are going to be coming out of my mouth and not have it be the funniest shit they will ever hear.
Okay.
So, Hades, what is the first thing that pops into your mind?
Oh, I know where you're going here.
Brian, what's the first thing?
Well, beyond the whole underworld thing, Persephone.
Okay, so when you imagine Teen Hades, what
Design.
so Teen Hades, what would you imagine for a character design for Teen Hades?
Goth kid?
So you're kind of right.
Right.
How would you feel if I told you that Teen Hades in this show looks like Edward Cullen?
Makes sense.
Me and Tony laughed our asses off.
When you look at it, you can't. When you make that comparison, you can't unsee it.
He's even got like the sharp jaw and everything.
Sharp jaw, pointy hair is crazy.
Yeah. Oh man,
Makes sense.
it's so good. Also, there's something that's cool, but took us a little bit of getting used to, is that since this is a prequel, like, all the brothers are actually brothers. Like, they get along and hang out together.
Yeah, they
Oh,
actually
wow.
like fun as siblings.
Which I thought
And
was
it's
cool.
like, the hell?
Yeah, it made us confused for a second. It's like, oh yeah, well, it is a prequel. Okay, so...
It
Also,
thing that
the best
thing that
character
reminds me of sorry.
No, you're good.
the best character in this show isn't even like technically neither god or human. It's a sphinx. Like she was the best character.
Oh yeah. Spiga is probably my favorite character. She's like the sidekick to Eris, and she is like Tony said, she's a sphinx, and she's just a sassy cat, a sassy talking cat. And she's great.
And by sassy talking cat, you mean kind of like the one from, what was that show called? Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
So not sort
Salem.
of like Salem, but like more active in the plot than Salem. And also she is kind of the one to call out Eris on her bullshit whenever Eris is on her bullshit. Also for me in particular, I enjoy just. Well, Greek mythology has always been around messy relationship drama. That's kind of just what it's always been centered around. So
Yeah.
all the ships are very interesting, and that's one of the reasons I really enjoy this show. We have Aphrodite and everybody's least favorite god, the god of small penises. I mean, war, Ares.
Yeah. Also, of Dad Doesn't Love Me.
Yeah, he definitely gives off Dad Doesn't Love Me energy, which is funny because Zeus also gives off Dad Doesn't Love Me energy. And we had the realization, it's like, oh my god, Zeus is the Ares of his generation. That's kind of funny.
Yep. It makes complete sense.
But
How's mine and Jordan's boy, Hephaestus?
oh, so Hephaestus is cool. Hephaestus is dope. He's kind of like the friend-zoned geek in the Aphrodite ship. Like, she actually likes him, and they even mess around a little bit. But
It's like he doesn't become incel, which is amazing.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. It's like, he's the one that she should clearly go for because he doesn't treat her like shit. But like, she's caught up in the toxic relationship, but she still likes him. And like, whenever like she's on the outs with Ares, she'll like hang out with Hephaestus, which is totally an Aphrodite move. So like, I'm not mad at it, but it is definitely frustrating because it's just, oh come on, he's so much better than Ares. It's also kind of weird to me because like, even though they're not like the direct children of like Zeus and Hera and shit, both Ares and Hephaestus still look like Zeus and Hera. So it's a little weird, but I get it. They are still technically their children, but they're not their children in this universe. But my favorite one, because this is also a deep cut, is that Hades kind of has a love triangle going on, or I guess a love square, sort of, because there are technically 4 people involved in this. So we all know Hades and Persephone. Most people know that myth. But this one, they actually they make Persephone a little different, which well, not different, but like they actually show a different side of her myth that a lot of people don't know. Persephone is actually very possessive of Hades. Like, she loves him. Like, everybody misconstrues the whole quote-unquote like kidnapping / rape of Persephone. She actually does genuinely love Hades to the point where she has turned several potential love interests into trees and various plants, because that's kind of what she does. And one of those being a Cocytus nymph named Minthea, which is the origin of the mint plant in Greek mythology. Because Hades fell in love with this nymph, Persephone got jealous, turned said nymph into plant. But in this show, Minthy, as they call her, is such a bitch. Oh my god, she's that manipulative character within a harem that plays the other characters just so that she can have the center of the harem all to herself.
Yeah, basically she's that bitch. She's like, I want protection only for me.
Yep. And to the point where she actually tricked Persephone into getting rid of another girl that was also like into Hades, named Lefki, which, you know, if you don't know, the Lefki tree is also a famous plant that exists on the Leafy River in the underworld as well. I happen to know a lot about this shit because I specifically do a lot of research in my spare time on underworld myths, because I'm currently trying to write a comic centered around the daughter of Hades and, well, technically just Persephone, but Hades is directly involved. So I do a lot of research on particularly Greek underworld myths, so I knew about this, and I was like, oh, that's a fucking deep cut. I appreciate that. It's really good. You guys should totally check it out.
What is its name?
It's called.
Y'all have never.
No, we mentioned it. We mentioned it twice. It's called God's School.
Okay.
We mentioned it. Now it might have got lost in the sauce with all our yapping, but yeah, we mentioned it. It's called God's School. I have it linked. I dropped the link in the group chat. So Brian, I'll remind you. You could probably just drop that in there somewhere in the description for this video. There's a whole playlist. There are only 10 episodes, and they're not even. And they're like, I think maybe 15 minutes at most a piece. So. Like, cool. You can get through it really fast. And also, if you happen to speak French, there is a French dub, and I'm sure the lip sync will be slightly better. Not to say that it was, like, distracting or anything, but me and Tony definitely was like, oh, that was awesome.
Why is there specifically a French dub?
Because it's made by, because the team that made it is French.
Yeah.
Like the team of animators is French.
Which a lot of people don't really think about the French when it comes to animation.
They should. The French have made a lot of stuff. Totally Spies, fucking that.
Well, I mean, that was Canadian, wasn't it?
No, that was French.
Was it?
It was French, and then it was French. It was French, and then distributed in Canada.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Also,
so technically, it was made in Quebec, which is a part of Canada.
Yeah,
so,
it was French Canadian. So, but a lot of the team that made Totally Spies was French.
One show that I believe was
completely French with Miraculous Ladybug.
I heard that was actually pretty good.
Miraculous, so it is, but it also sucks, but not because the show is bad. It's because it is frustrating. Because it's one of those ones where it's just like, all right, just get together already, you stupid kids.
Which fun fact, I believe that's like in the top 3 most written couples in AO3.
Which makes sense, because you kind of have to make fan fiction to finally get these stupid fucking characters to get together.
It's also because in AO3, they count them as
separate people,
just 2 people.
Yeah, separate people, and then make them into a polyamorous couple. I've seen that.
Same people. So Miraculous Ladybug and then also her alter ego.
Oh yeah,
are the same person in AO3. So
so there's a bunch of them. That makes sense. But yeah,
AO3.
Yeah. But another
AO3 is Archive of Our Own. It's a fan fiction website.
Oh okay.
It's where a lot of stuff like the whole Wincest, supernatural stuff.
It's where you go to read fan fiction. I mean, smut isn't all that's there, but let's be real. A lot of people mostly go there for the smut.
Yeah, the Omegaverse started on AO3. If you know about that.
Don't Google it. Don't Google it.
Don't if you don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Chat,
but
audience, listeners, don't Google it.
But back to you were saying. Another show that I think is currently underrated that I believe is fully French is Huntic.
Oh, I've heard of Huntic. I don't think I've seen it, but I have heard that name before.
It's kind of Digimon, Pokemon-esque. It was like done in the same era as like when all those shows were popping off, like Jackie Chan Adventures.
Oh, during myself some Jackie Chan Adventures.
I think it was on Kids WB maybe for a little bit, or maybe Jetix, one of those. It's one of those.
I think so.
Because that might have been where I've seen it.
Yeah, some of the like creatures that they could summon were like accessories, battle armor, stuff like that.
Oh, also, if we're just shouting out French animation, Code Lyoko. Code Lyoko. Code Lyoko.
Oh yeah,
classic.
the obvious one. Yeah, Code Lyoko.
But yeah.
I can't believe I forgot about that.
But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Also, my Cyber Sleuth journey continues. I'm on chapter 8. I really like Cyber Sleuth. I see what you guys have been talking about. It's a fun game.
Told you. Have you gotten lost yet?
I mean, I always get lost, Trash. Like, is that even? You don't even need to ask that question. Duh. I always have.
Particularly in Cyber Sleuth, it's really.
So yeah, it's so I've learned to just have a guide open at all times because like they never tell you who you need to talk to.
Exactly.
To continue these missions.
Running around, and sometimes they don't even tell you like where to go.
Yeah.
It just says like, oh, well, you have to go. You have to do this.
I yell at Kyoko all the time because Kyoko is vague as fuck. It's just like, all right, Kyoko, where am I supposed to go? And so I've just learned to just have a guide open, just be like, all right, I need to go here. All right, talk to this person in the cafe. All right, got it. No, I'm not drinking your nasty coffee. Leave me alone.
I'm surprised you've gotten to chapter 8 so quickly, though.
Oh yeah, dude, when I these guys can tell you when I lock in on a video game, I lock the fuck in.
He locks in.
Yeah, I think I'm still on like 12 or 13, and I've been playing for a while.
Yeah, I'm on chapter 8. I just started chapter 8 last time. When I finished my last session, I started chapter 8. I finished chapter 7. I'm on chapter 8. I've got a pretty solid team of Digimon. I've got 2 ultimates. I have Metal Greymon and Weregarumon. It took me a minute to get Weregarumon because I was like, all right, how the fuck do I get his attack to 90? And then I looked it up, and then people explained training to me because they didn't really have a tutorial to explain how the Digifarm works.
Not only that, but you also have to de-digivolve and de-digivolve, and also you could get Platinum Sukamon too. That should make it a lot easier.
Right? I know. Yeah. Like that part is really annoying. But like once I figured out how the system works, I got through it. But yeah, Cyber Sleuth is awesome. All right. So for real this time, that's it for me. I know that wasn't short, but if you think about my usual screen time, that's shorter than usual.
It's about the same because you really got focused on the Greek mythology.
Yep. I mean, it's Greek mythology. That's kind of what happens.
Yeah, it is. I mean, case in point, just go watch our Blood of Zeus episodes.
Oh man, you should. Great series. I'm glad that one actually got a solid ending. But yeah, now Trash, it's your turn.
Let's see.
So you can of course finally give your thoughts on Jurassic World Rebirth.
Thank you for reminding me. Because I kind of got lost and I was like, oh, what am I supposed to do now? So when it comes to Jurassic World Rebirth, it kind of felt like I was talking to the guys about this a little bit. When I got out of the theater, it kind of reminded me of how I felt when I played or when I watched what's that called? Star Wars The Force Awakens. Like I felt like I was like somewhat okay, but it felt like kind of like if I ate like a McDonald's meal. Like there was like it felt like I was playing that I've watched this before, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I give it, I mean, if we're going like, I'm probably just gonna say what I gave it, probably like a 5 out of 10, maybe 4 or 5 out of 10, 4.5 maybe.
Okay.
Mostly because I felt like the humor fell really flat. Like especially the parts when it came to the weed smoking boyfriend. I feel like the acting was relatively good, actually. Like we were talking, the little girl was pretty good. I like the dad.
Scarlett Johansson was awesome. I feel like this proved to me that Scarlett Johansson was really underused in Marvel.
Honestly, I feel like she was just playing the same character that she always does, but yeah.
But I mean, she's good at that character. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, and then also there were some plot points that I still can't believe, like the whole freaking people get bored of dinosaurs thing. I will never agree with that.
I don't think it's necessarily bored. It was more so like people were used to it by now. Like it.
And also, if something like destroyed your house and like made you have to rebuild your whole life, you don't want to go to a museum to appreciate it.
I mean, shoot, like I work at an aquarium in a beach town, so like, you know, it's not necessarily that people are bored of seeing these things. It's just, you know, you gotta figure out interesting ways to like present these animals to people so that they can actually care. Because like people see jellyfish, dolphins, sharks, and other shit all the time around here. Like, you know, what makes them so special? You go to the aquarium, you actually learn more about them, and just like, oh shit, I did not know jellyfish did all this.
Dude was working at a museum with dinosaur bones when literal dinosaurs were roaming the earth.
Yeah, but apparently there were a lot of. He was like, well, I wasn't really specifically talking about that.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about like his museum. I was just saying that people, like, if people would go to a theme park, they don't get bored from dinosaurs.
I can understand it, especially kids. Kids never get tired of dinosaurs.
Dude, I'm an adult and I still don't get tired of going to the local zoo.
I was just saying, look, as someone who works in an aquarium and like really enjoys their job because I just like interacting with the animals, like totally get that. Like,
but Crash, I need your opinion on this because it pissed us off when we were talking about it.
Oh yeah, right.
So, what are your thoughts on the opening of the movie? And was a motherfucker that wanted a snack in the wrong?
He deserved.
Yeah, that was really freaking stupid.
He deserves to die. He deserved to die. I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill. That lady made the right call not opening that door because look, as someone who works at an animal care facility, an animal care and research facility, like you are not allowed to bring any kind of food into an area where you are doing operations on animals. And also, like, what the fuck is wrong with your system that a Snickers wrapper fucks the whole thing up?
Exactly, that was really stupid.
That was the one part where I was upset. I was like, all right, that was dumb. That was really
also,
dumb.
Not only that, but they didn't even they CGI'd the freaking rapper. They could have easily just
I didn't even notice that. Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah, it was a CGI rapper.
CGI,
they didn't need to do that.
CGI product placement is crazy. That's wild.
Yeah.
Also, not to mention, like, if there's one death like that, they wouldn't shut down the whole facility.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it was one death that was shutting down the whole facility.
It was because the animals all got out.
Yeah. And
all you have to do is just tranquilize it and then put them back into the areas. I do that in freaking Jurassic World Evolution. I could do that. I think they could do that in real life.
That's fair.
Or you don't, because InGen as a company is so fucking dumb.
I would say, InGen in general has just been stupid since its inception.
Like, what was that whole thing about how their whole power system still was going years later and only came on at night?
I mean, that was all just plot convenience, but like, I write that shit off. But okay, cool.
Yeah, I know.
Or be dismantled completely by a fucking Snickers wrapper.
It's still
But anyway.
Crazy. But yeah.
So there was that. There was also the disappearing dinosaurs that you should have been able to hear. Let's see. I feel like a lot of the stuff was literally just do you remember this? Do you remember that?
I didn't get too much of that, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, there was the also the whole thing where they all just ignored the guy who had the gun because apparently they didn't see the giant plane that was in front of on top of them in the forest. The guy did, but they didn't. But anyways, that's one of the smaller problems. Also, there was the place where they were running into the convenience store. There was the T-Rex scene because that scene was basically copied from Jurassic Park 3.
Okay, that one, yeah. That was one of the ones I caught.
Yeah.
Also,
if you're talking about it was from the actual Jurassic Park book.
No, I'm not talking about the book part. I'm talking about like. Remember when the Tyrannosaurus in Jurassic Park 3 was eating the Triceratops, right? And then they find it fights the Spinosaurus.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's part I was talking about because that was in reference to that part. Also, it just felt like Jurassic Park 3, but with more people. Also, the going into the aerial place with the Quetzalcoatl. Also, the dinosaurs had really easy ways to kill them, but for some reason they just decided not to. Like even the Mosasaur Like it could have just like broken down the ship, but they didn't. They decided not to.
I mean, yeah, trash. Otherwise, the movie would be over.
Exactly, but it's the focus of the writers to make it so that something like that specifically doesn't happen, right?
I mean, you could do the same kind of nitpicks to the original Jurassic Park if you really wanted to try. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like this feels like you're looking at this a little too hard.
No, but like the thing is that the original Jurassic Park was like you could kind of ignore some of the nitpicks, but for the most part, the story was pretty solid.
I mean, yeah, but like,
and I don't know. I'm trying to keep this as concise as possible too.
No, I get you. Like, I get you.
Because you already had the other stuff. So.
Yeah, no, I get you. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here. Like, you know, as someone who enjoyed the movie, like you could obviously level all these same criticisms at the original Jurassic Park if you really went through it with a fine-tooth comb.
Yeah, but the thing is, I am not going through this film with a fine-tooth comb. I'm just seeing what they've been showing me.
Cause like it feels like you're making like a CinemaSins video here, trash.
Yeah, but I really wanted to like the movie. That's the thing.
No, I understand.
Okay. So
it's just that
overall,
I feel like there are so many scenes that I've already seen, and they're just retreading it. And at least with the original, they're not retreading a scene, right?
which is a fair thing to say, right, Jay?
So
Well,
that's
technically,
basically
they are retreading because it's an adaptation of the book.
Thank you. I was just about to go there.
Okay, but I get where Trash is coming from, and I also get where we were coming from with the initial episode. And don't get me wrong here, I enjoyed the film too, but there are some plot points that.
Oh, I'm not trying to say trash is wrong. I'm just personally saying, like, you know.
Well, I'm also saying that there are some things that could have been better, but for what we got, we still enjoyed.
Oh
right?
yeah, no, 100%. I mean, we didn't give it a 10. We didn't say this was a flawless movie. We had plenty of things to say that weren't positive about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying in particular, like a lot of the little stuff just kind of comes down to movie tropes, more so than like actual like big issues with the movie.
Yeah, with the silent dinos,
'Cause, like,
that was like classic slasher.
And
movie
again,
villain.
this all just comes down to different mentalities when you approach things. Because like with any of the like Jurassic Park movies, I kind of I'll just take it as like summer popcorn. So I don't really like focus too hard on shit. I just watch plot.
Well, for me, it's mostly because I remember the first film and how amazing it was, how the characters were strong, how the ability for them to make the plot concise, well thought out, and the cinematography. Also, I really miss animatronics with the original too, because even the Lost World Jurassic Park, which is by no means a great movie, and by no means a perfect movie, I still enjoyed it a lot more, and I could overlook some of the flaws, mostly because how the movie was presented, how the animatronics were really cool, how the dinosaurs actually acted like dinosaurs and not like superheroes, and so there's just stuff like that I'm just thinking of.
I get that.
So I'm just the way I'm thinking of is that I really know that, like, I know that these filmmakers can make amazing movies. I know they could make really great scripts. I know they could do a lot of things, but that's the thing, is that unless we can kind of expect them to do that, sometimes things are just not gonna get better, you know?
Oh yeah, no, that's
Plus,
valid.
I want to see a film that is like Jurassic Park the original, where I don't have to go. Well, I can like understand what they're talking about, or I could understand where they're coming from, where I could see like the cinematography, the animatronics, the just the script being the writing being incredibly concise, nice, strong. In what way? Well, I mean, let's just talk about Ian Malcolm. He's the comic release, yes, but he also had times where he understood when things needed to be really important.
Oh, I mean, I definitely agree that like one of the things that definitely threw me off was they did overuse humor in this one. Like they definitely kind of I hate using this term because so many people like over exaggerate with it, but they definitely kind of have a little bit of MCU-isms in it for sure, where like it was over reliant on quips and stuff. So I get what you're coming from that perspective.
Although the one I hated the most was the pissing scene.
That I feel like was just more of like that was just to make kids laugh because kids are going to see this movie, like
Yeah, but kids were going to go see the original Jurassic.
Well,
World,
no. What I mean is like toilet humor, like poop jokes and shit, like that. Like that's not.
Well, I mean, the only one that I remember from the original one was when Ian said, "Well, that's a pile of manure." That was the only part. Though. That's
not for us. But like the kids get a laugh out of that. Like when I went to see it, like I was sitting right next to a family, and the little kid next to me was having a ball.
Yeah, but I'd like to think that kids are a little bit more mature than that at some point.
Trash.
Anyways.
Trash. Do you work with kids? Because I work with kids regularly. They are not. They will. They will laugh their ass off at pee pee poo poo. Caca.
Yes, but they could also watch American Tail and Land Before Time and enjoy that.
I've tried that. They do not.
Well, maybe I was just one of the weird kids then.
No, I mean our generation does. I'm talking about kids today, not to be on my old man shit, but I'm talking about kids today.
Well, yeah, but still, I'd like to think that we can change it back. But anyways,
I appreciate your optimism, but
that's basically my thoughts on Jurassic World. Not to keep it going for too long,
No, I got you.
But outside of that, like, I mean, there were some parts I enjoyed. Like, there were definitely some parts where I was thinking, like, hey, you know what? This is actually scary. But I also feel like there are things that they could improve on to make it way better.
Yeah, and I can agree with that.
And I think that's what really sold me, was because honestly, for me, because I was just kind of like I didn't really like pay too much attention to any of like the scientifically accurate stuff. I talked about this with a coworker at work the next day when I came in, because like we had this whole like lunch break debate. Me and my one friend were like, oh yeah, I really enjoyed it because it was actually a really good monster movie like the original Jurassic Park. And then our other friends were like, yeah, but like the dinosaurs were really inaccurate, the behaviors were all. I'm like, all right, cool. I get that, but also these are this is all fiction. Like, come on, man, you don't gotta take it this seriously.
Also, you're gonna tell me the like natural behaviors of these mutant sliced up genetically sliced up.
That was the other thing I was gonna bring up but I didn't want to bring it up because I didn't want to overextend this. But yeah, I'm with you on that one, Brian. These also weren't like pure dinosaurs. These are all rejects. So yeah, of course their behaviors are off. These aren't real dinosaurs. These are all like knockoff dinosaurs, essentially.
And that's why I didn't go into that area, because I wasn't gonna go into that because that's basically what it is.
Yeah. So yeah.
But anyway, so it was a mixed bag for me. I feel like it's forgettable. I feel like there were some bad humor parts. I also feel like there was just not like it wasn't concise, and also it felt like Jurassic Park 3, but in like the worst parts of Jurassic Park 3. Just because the dinosaurs, there was like, oh, this dinosaur, and then this dinosaur, and then this dinosaur, and you might say, well, the other original Jurassic Park, they felt like it was going like around, like it was a theme park, so of course there weren't as many dinosaurs, and yeah, there might not be as many dinosaurs here. But regardless or not, I just feel like this is one of those ones that I'm just gonna forget about.
No, I understand that.
And I mean, I understand your guys' things, and also I understand why people can have fun with it, and I could understand why people would enjoy it, which, like, that's one of the things, like, I could understand that.
Oh yeah, still, that's honestly one of the reasons like we enjoy having you on here, is that we can have disagreements, but it not turn into like, oh, you're wrong, this is bullshit, my opinion is better than your opinion. We can actually have a conversation about this stuff.
Because, like, if you go back and you remember, like, the Captain America episode.
Oh, that was fun.
Yep.
Yeah,
But yeah, so I'm not gonna harp on it, but outside of that, like I've been playing Uma Musume a lot, so I've been enjoying that, which is something I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard of.
you and the rest of the FGO community.
Yeah, but it's actually relatively good and fun to watch and play.
I've heard. I've given up the gacha life, so y'all can have those horse girls. It looks fun. I really enjoyed the anime when it came out a few years ago. Nobody remembers the anime. I remember the anime. I
mean, I do remember the anime, and I started watching it right now, but that's mostly because I didn't really feel like it depends. I have to be in the mood for things like that.
But yeah, like, okay. So moving on, Tony.
Oh well, I was just gonna say it wasn't just that. It was like a few other things. If you don't mind. So there's Uma Musume. There's what was it? I was gonna say something. Outside of that, like let's see, what else? Well, other than FGO, Star Wars Battlefront 2 I've been playing again, and well, outside I've been, if anybody's interested in Grand Strategy, EU5's been doing that, and also Battlefield. There's been a leak that Battlefield 6 is going to show a trailer like on the 29th.
Oh, nice.
So get ready for that if you like FPSs. Anyways, that's all I have for today. Thank you all for letting me speak, and sorry for keeping it so long.
No, it's all good. Honestly, we already warned everybody that this was going to be a long episode last week, so it's fine. I hope you guys all have lots and lots of snacks, and feel free to take breaks. But yeah, moving on, Tony.
I just have two things that are just at the top of my list that are important, other than the shared things that I did with you, Jay.
Okay.
First thing, I actually want to discuss a game that I really got into.
Okay.
It decided to pop up on the PlayStation Network for free, and I only bought one thing that was an add-on. It is Planet Zoo.
Oh,
ooh,
nice.
Yeah, I decided.
Planet Zoo too.
Yeah, this game is fun, and you also get to learn cool facts about the animal, and then you also get annoyed and big mad when you're trying to make each of these habitats. Because I decided to purchase aquatic animal DLC.
Oh, nice. Represent.
Make my zoo fun, because this is a zoo that I want to have my girlfriend add input into. So she decided she wanted to have penguins. I'm like, okay, aquatic DLC has emperor penguin. Bet.
Everybody loves penguins.
But you know what was the biggest thing I had to deal with these stupid birds?
What is that?
I had to look at these birds dead in the eye, think, why the fuck is your habitat so dirty? And why ain't my zookeepers actually cleaning it? You know,
The animals look at you. The animals look at you like, that sounds like an upper management problem, my guy.
So I, as God, had to go down at the overtop, get rid of a rotten food machine that my zookeepers can't reach because they can't go into the bottom of the habitat enclosure where the water is. Like, what am I paying these idiots for?
You know, I feel that way about some of the security in our job. And it's like, wow, some of these guys are real stupid. I don't. Why are some of these guys in charge of helping us protect some of these areas? If they're just gonna not pay attention when kids are sneaking under fucking ropes and fucking the taped off shit.
And that's how we get Harambe, people.
Exactly, I'm saying. Now, luckily, we haven't had any incidents, thank God. And none of our dangerous animals have any enclosures where people can actually get in there.
I'd hope
Then
not.
I had to clean, like I had to actually remove the water from the penguin habitat and the food thing for these stupid ass birds myself. No, but the worst animal I had to take care of in my fucking zoo, the Bactrian camels.
Oh, camels are assholes.
So these stupid animals just would get sick and just fight every time. Like when they first got introduced to each other, these camels would just try to beat the shit out of each other, be aggressive and shit, and then decide for whatever reason, it's like, oh, I feel sick, I want to die, I haven't eaten anything, and I have to send these keepers that I think I'm paying too much for in this zoo, to be quite honest with you, because these idiots can't do shit. I keep having to hiring more people. It's like, feed these stupid camels, you idiots. Like, I never have.
Sounds like a frontier problem.
That definitely feels like you just need to restructure this entire husbandry team. Like,
No, I didn't have the issues with the exhibit animals because they're simple. Bunch of Goliath frogs, like so many Goliath frogs. And then I never had issues with the tapirs. They didn't cause me issues. Then I just added in the dwarf caimans. They haven't caused me any issues. It's just been the penguins and the camels. It's just been those two. Just been those two. It made me so mad. I looked at these stupid animals and I feel like I have to fight them just to get shit done. To fight the people that I hired. Just do anything.
See, this is why you never let Tony become god of a universe. Shit like this will happen.
When you have me as God looking down at you and you try to do something dumb, I look at you like, I put down there to do this. Well, why aren't you doing the thing I told you to do?
Because that's how animals are.
No, he's more talking about the people.
Oh, well, that's how the people usually are. Do you think people actually want to do their jobs?
You would think if they work in an animal care facility. I will say, not to just suck my job's dick, but all the people that are actually in charge of the animals and the husbandry team are great. They actually really do love their jobs, so much so that like a coworker of mine that is like the main dude in charge of the jelly exhibit, like came into work on his day off with his baby just to check on the jelly.
Holy dang.
Dude came to work in casual clothes with a stroller, and he's just out over here. He pulled the exhibit tray, was examining the tube. I pull up and I'm like, at first I'm like, I see this dude in like regular clothes, and I'm like, I didn't recognize him at first, and then I actually like saw his face. I was like, oh shit, what are you doing here? And I was like, aren't you off today? He was like, yeah. I was like, you have a baby here. It's like, yep. It's like, but you're still like, I was like, so you're just always working? He was like, yep.
It's like Peter B. Parker and Spider.
My wife told me to get out of the house, so I got out of the house. So you went to work?
Yep.
I'm like, all right, buddy.
But to continue on a trend that I started in last week's episode, I decided to watch another Superman film after seeing, the talk of the town for this episode.
Uh-huh.
I decided to check out Superman, Man of Tomorrow.
Oh, the Tomorrowverse one, right? Oh, you had never seen that?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this movie.
Darren Kress is an amazing Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and I also,
his voice work is so top notch. I also really like the Lois in the Tomorrowverse as well.
She was punk rock, man. She was so punk rock.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that it made me realize, an intrinsic thing about Lex Luthor that I caught on to, it could just be me being a bit dumb and not like pay that much attention.
Okay.
But Lex incarnation has always had green eyes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Except for
DCAU. The DCAU version doesn't. Yeah, the DCAU has brown eyes.
Also, Holt's Lex Luthor.
Oh yeah, he has blue eyes, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it made me realize, like, wait a minute.
Yeah, you didn't know. You don't know Lex has been Irish this whole time?
Well, shit.
Yeah. Wasn't he a ginger?
He is a ginger. Yes, he is a ginger.
I mean, I didn't realize. It was not like a mind-blowing connection. Like, that's something I didn't realize. It's neat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he's been Irish this whole time, except for that one time where he was Australian. Although technically that wasn't him, that was his clone/son, Alexander Luthor Jr. Not to be confused with Alexander Luthor Jr. from Infinite Crisis. Now I'm going down dumb comic bullshit, but
Yeah. We could both do that for days, but the one thing I have to say about the Tomorrowverse Lex, he has the weakest and like not cool fit I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, he definitely is lacking in the drip department. I agree with that.
Yeah, and also I made this comparison and it made me chuckle. The girlfriend was watching too because I explained to her that because she really enjoyed Man of Steel, and I had a point like it's not my favorite incarnation of the character because he doesn't present hope. Like Cavill would have been a great Superman.
He's just so sad. He's so sad all the time. Like, we'll get to it when we get to the main discussion. I definitely have a lot to say.
But the thing that makes me chuckle the most, though, I hope you caught caught this when you watched that film too, Jay. Brian, same to you.
Brian,
Why did-
have you seen Man of Tomorrow, like the Superman Tomorrowverse movie?
I don't think so.
Because I think the only Tomorrowverse ones that you've watched were the ones that we've watched together. That little triple feature. World, Crisis, and then Crisis Part 2.
Yeah.
And part 3.
Oh yeah, there was a 3. I forgot there was a third part. There was a third part as well.
But why did Parasite at the end of the movie look like Zilla?
He did. I think that was 100% intentional.
And that is the funniest thing to me.
It is also crucial to watch that one. I mean, you don't need it, but it also explains like why did Clark think Jean was dead.
Yeah, and it made a lot of sense to me, and it was resolved in the film too.
John, quote unquote, died in War World.
Yeah, no. I'm saying like when he showed up in War World, it was like, oh shit, you're not dead.
Oh, so
Yeah.
apparently in the Tomorrowverse, Sean has multiple death fake outs.
Yeah, he had a death fake out at the end of Man of Tomorrow, like
Yes, he did.
because
He did.
Parasite absorbed him,
Oh,
sucked him dry.
Yeah, and
not
yeah,
in a good
because
way.
okay, and then really, we're gonna sidestep what you just said there, Brian. Because holy shit.
Maybe we should make Brian the trainer of Pig Diddy.
Hey,
Hey, you're the
Brian.
one who said it.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm not gonna deny that I set you up there, Brian.
Yeah, but kind of ruined my joke. What I was about to say, like, hey, Brian, are you to train a pig?
We'll explain to you the origin story of Pig Diddy when we go on break, Trash.
But the point was that it really, like, this movie convinced me that Parasite could be a great main villain
Oh yeah,
for a live action film. It really proved to me that it could be done.
I think Parasite
also-
should be one that they do. And I mean,
He was
like,
also a good villain in My Adventures.
and I mean, you know, we talked about it a couple weeks ago. Rest in peace, Jim Shooter. That character was made by a 15-year-old.
True. Yeah, 15-year-old Jim Shooter created a lot of things in his time in comics. Like, love him or hate the man, he created some interesting stuff.
You cannot deny that he's left his mark within like the annals of comic history.
Yep. His legacy is here to stay.
Good or bad.
But and also I got to love the idea of the story. Well, I love the story that was told in. It's a first-year Clark.
Yeah. I was just about to ask you. So I personally really like this take on like or like year one era Clark. I think the flight suit costume was a brilliant choice.
Yes, I thought it was a fun idea. I really like the idea of putting Clark in like a World War II pilot costume.
Yeah, and they just referred to him as the Flying Man because that's literally all he really did for real.
Yeah, and also like Harry and Clark really like the idea of flying men.
Yeah. Yep.
And like, guys, that is like the lamest name I've ever heard and seen.
It's not marketable. Come on, y'all.
Not Mark. Harry, you're a newsman. What are you doing, bro?
All those cigars are going to his brain.
Cigar brain rot. Oh god.
But yeah, Man of Tomorrow, really good animated film. The Tomorrowverse is really slept on, honestly. Like, more people should check it out. Sure, it's over now, but like I wouldn't mind seeing more stuff in that vein. I thought it was really well made, and this is coming from somebody that actually did enjoy the New 52 film era.
Yeah.
For the most part.
When that, like, the New 52 film era was something that went off the fucking rails.
It really did, and honestly, that's what I enjoyed about it because it went fucking nuts, especially at the end.
With Apocalypse. Jesus.
Apocalypse War was absolutely insane.
Yeah, and it took like concepts from the New 52 comics and made it better.
Yeah.
And they adapted old stories with the New 52 books, and it's like downright comical.
Yeah, it's such a weird contrast. Oh man.
Like, they made Batman Hush, a Primer's not a New 52 story, into a New 52 story.
But they actually improved it because like they actually kind of made Riddler the focus, which is what he originally was supposed to be before they were like, oh, never mind.
It was another case of Monarch.
Yep.
Was that his name?
Yeah, no, that was Monarch. You were correct.
Oh god, too damn funny. Also, I I gotta love that the Titans of that film universe, when they did the Judas contract, that Deathstroke was just mad jelly that Bruce got with Talia instead of him.
Yeah.
And they also did they addressed like the New 52 situation of them having Cyborg as a core Justice League member, but
him getting along with the Titans more because he's actually closer to their age.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you guys are cool. I like hanging out with y'all. Can I stay here? My only friend was Billy Batson, and somehow Billy Batson just kind of disappeared.
He left off the face of the earth in this year. Like, he served no real purpose.
No.
He was
thinking
only
of Young Justice canon.
He was only in that introductory Justice League film. And then we never saw him any other Justice League stuff ever again in terms of that DC New 52 animated universe.
We saw the Flashpoint and that was it.
Yeah.
No, Brian. Like, he was the back in the New 50 League run. That was the only thing.
Yep. Which, man, it sucks that Billy doesn't get a push. He like we'll talk about this in a section because I have a whole separate section on the greater DC universe, so I guess now is a good time once we switch over to Brian. But we will talk. I do have some notes. Do have some notes on Billy for just to keep you guys in anticipation for the discussion. So are you good, Tony? We can move on to Brian.
Yeah, I'm good. But then after Brian, we also have to take a look at what Brian does for trailer talk.
Oh yeah. I didn't forget about the structure. I was just telling people I have stuff prepared.
Teasing them for the future.
Yeah, because we have been we have been going on for a while, so like people might have forgot what we're actually here to talk about. So was reminding them.
That is fair. That is fair.
Sometimes I forget what we're trying to talk about.
No, listen, that happens. I understand.
Josh is just like, I'm just here to enjoy the ride.
I mean, I enjoy listening to your guys' podcast, so even on my time off, anyways.
I appreciate it.
It's like, you get to listen to it live.
Exactly, you get to listen to it live, unedited.
Lord Almighty. But Brian, what have you consumed
in between podcast episodes?
A little peek behind the curtain. I didn't mention this before, but last week I talked about how I finally watched K-pop Demon Slayer.
Demon Hunters.
Demon Hunter.
Demon Hunter.
David kept making that same mistake. I'm like, you guys, it's Demon Hunters. There's a difference.
Yeah, but K-pop Demon Hunters, I literally watched it like right before we recorded. So
no, it's fine. But Brian,
I was still in like that high from it. So I watched several videos about it and like,
best
learned,
villain,
like, all the characters.
Best villain song ever, right? Were we lying?
We talked about it last week, but yeah.
Yeah, I was saying, but were we lying? Now you actually got to hear it for yourself.
And we talked about this last week, and yeah, I did. But I like went more into like watching reactions and like interviews and stuff, and it's amazing to see all the care and detail that they put into it. And learn some cool behind the scenes fact, two of which is what's her name? Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of her like unhinged moments were completely improv.
Oh, nice. You know what? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, Ruby's singing voice is the only singer that didn't have to audition.
Oh wow.
Because she actually wrote most of the music for the movie.
That's awesome.
Makes sense, yeah.
And they kept listening to her in the demo as she was demo singing it, and they were like, "That's just too good. We got to keep her."
That's so dope.
Yeah.
But other than that, I continuing to watch Red Ranger Becomes an Adventure in Another World.
Nice.
I'm really liking it. We got to see the basically, I guess you could say the common writer of that world.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and the funniest thing about that, because fun fact, the voice for that particular henshin device is the same voice that voices the Deca driver from Decade.
Oh, cool.
Nice. But yeah, the Sphinx girl, she was awesome. Then you got a like origin flashback for Red episode. That was the latest episode that I watched, where we got to see Bond Breaker, who is the like childhood friend who turns to the dark side.
Yep.
But then
that classic trope.
But then becomes good again.
That's always
and
on my
then
favorite
relapses like 13 times.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's really cool. Also, I watched the first episode of a very new anime. Caught it on Crunchyroll. It's called New Saga.
Don't think I've heard of this one. What's the premise?
There are only 3 episodes out on Crunchyroll right now. The premise is, after a brutal war, magic swordsman Kyle defeats the demon lord, but is left dying. A crimson crystal sends him 4 years into the past to his once destroyed hometown, where he finds his lost loved ones alive. Armed with the future knowledge, Kyle vows to prevent the coming tragedy and rewrite fate.
Oh, so it's a time travel story. Yeah, no,
Yep.
that checks out. That
It's kind of like if Frieren. If in the story of Frieren, Himmel was the only survivor of defeating the Demon King, and he got sent back in time.
so that he could prevent the rest of his party and like all the people he cares about from dying. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also like that the name of the protagonist.
Just Kyle. Just
Yes.
Rainer.
I almost thought of fucking Kyle from South Park.
Yeah.
Kyle Rayner, because
Yeah.
I just watched the death battle between him and Simone.
Kyle's mom is a big fat bitch.
Oh. But yeah, I've only seen the first episode so far, but I'm really liking it. It's definitely like veering into the trope, like the childhood friend that clearly there was more going on.
The childhood friend never wins.
No. When they do win, it's like a cosmic anomaly.
No matter how much you want the childhood friend to win, the childhood friend never wins.
Especially when you
Seen
root for
them
them from the
win
very
once.
beginning.
Well, this one, the childhood friend didn't work out the first time around because the childhood friend died.
Yeah. Hey, listen. That's usually how it goes. If the childhood friend was close to winning, they die from mysterious anime disease.
Or they just like, leave. If the creator doesn't want to like go with death, it's like, I'm going to move away now. My planet needs me.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, but then they have S rank and sitting.
Yep.
That
Oh,
is
man.
true, yes.
But
that's
lastly,
classic anime.
similar to our boy Tony here, I was inspired by today's topic. I watched something else
Okay.
that I had never seen before.
The Superman. Did you watch All Star Superman? Perhaps.
Nope.
Oh.
I watched the first 2 episodes of Peacemaker.
Oh, you've never seen. Oh, that's right.
never watched
That's right. You never saw Peacemaker.
Nope.
Why is it?
How do you like it?
Come on, man.
I'm liking it so
It's
far.
great, isn't it?
Yeah. And like the brutality and realism of it, like that scene where he's jumping from balcony to balcony.
Wait till Vigilante shows up.
Oh, he just showed up.
Oh man, Vigilante's the fucking best.
Yes. And also, gotta give it to John Cena. His comedic chops as this character is hilarious.
I mean, I've
is so funny.
been following Cena his entire career. This dude has always been funny, and I'm so glad. See, the thing I love about Cena that I will always give him over The Rock is that, like, unlike The Rock, Cena stayed loyal to his roots. He never thought he was too good for wrestling. He's retiring now, obviously, but like, he doesn't shit on the company that gave him his name.
Also, unlike The Rock, he's willing to lose
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Well,
There was
in the movies.
Oh, I was gonna say. If you, as someone who followed his career, one of the biggest memes in wrestling is Cena wins LOL.
But
Because he had one of the
in the,
most ridiculous win streak in the entirety of WWE. Now I'm not a
in the
hardcore
movies-
wrestling fan, so it is me. Oh yeah, in movies he's willing. Yeah, he can lose, but The Rock never loses in his movies or in his wrestling promo, which is why most people fucking hate him.
yeah. But yeah, so I'm really liking it so far. The dynamics of all the agents is really cool. Also, it is kind of funny to think about that the one girl is James Gunn's actual wife.
The blonde lady, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like the most badass character.
she's great. Love her.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then you got a chick from Orange is the New Black. She's great.
Yep.
As like the rookie perspective. And the dude
You will find out a lot about her, but I feel like it's pretty obvious.
Mhm. Yep.
I already got the
Oh, you already know.
biggest thing.
Okay, you already know. Okay.
They reveal it pretty early.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, they reveal who her mom is.
Okay, it's been a while since I've seen the show, so I don't remember when they dropped that.
It's like one of the first times that you see her. She's on a video chat with her mom.
Mm.
But yeah, the brutality of
Lord.
it, where it's just like, ow, ow, ow.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's fucking awesome.
And by far, when you get into the show much more, you get to see one of the most evil motherfuckers to ever exist, just to live on hate.
Oh, you mean Chris's dad? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He's the fucking.
just got to the scene where he's back in prison.
He's the dude. His dad is the absolute fucking worst. Man.
Yeah, dude.
Man.
Like,
And just to see him talking with the cops.
Also,
oh, God.
also the plot of Peacemaker is so fucking wacky.
Yes, it is so much wacky to wacky.
Like it feels like a comic book show because all this shit is so fucking weird. People don't understand just how weird comics are, man. And that's one of the things I will give James Gunn. Like, so the thing that I've always complained about with comic book movies in general, for the most part, especially more so with modern comic book movies, because I feel like the first Superman movie really got it, at least the first two.
Yeah.
But like the one thing I always complain about with modern comic book movies is it feels like they were written by people who have never touched a comic book in their entire life.
Yeah.
Right?
Like none of these feel like comic books, but everything James Gunn makes, James Gunn read a comic book because it feels like a fucking comic.
In a press interview that he did for Superman, one of the people was like, "You're such a big name in the geek world now, and you've worked with so many big people. Who is someone that you nerd out about?" And his two things is music. He's a big music head, and he always nerds out when he can have like his favorite artists.
Oh yeah, that shows in his work for sure.
Like
Yeah.
when he got the band that does the theme song for Peacemaker.
Yep.
Also, the most kick-ass
and then-
opening number ever.
I never
Ever.
skipped that intro.
And then the second thing that he says that he always geeks out about is when he can meet comic writers and artists.
Oh
Nice.
man, yeah, you could tell that he appreciates the art form. Like
Yeah.
the fact that like I loved seeing like Tom King's name in the credits for this, because like fun fact for you guys, like, and I was gonna save this for the main discussion, but I'll make this fun fact for you guys. Not only was Tom King in the CIA, which is like his favorite fact to just drop on people, he was in the counterterrorism unit in the CIA for a good amount of time, but actually he is kind of a nepo baby. Because
Really?
because his mother was actually, fun fact, an executive at Warner Brothers.
Oh wow.
Huh.
So that's actually where he got his in terms of like writing, like actually like writing for Hollywood. Although he didn't actually use his mom's name. He did not leverage his mom's cred within the company to get in there to work on Superman. He actually used all his work within the world of comics to get in for writing for Superman.
And you know who's kind of a not really a nepo baby? Surprisingly, David Cornsweet.
Oh, is he really?
His grandfather invented the Choose Your Own Adventures.
Oh, that's so cool.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. But, Brian, you're in for a wild ride when it comes to Peacemaker.
Oh
I
yeah,
guarantee
I cannot wait to hear.
Yeah.
and go, oh my God.
I cannot wait to hear updates on this, folks. Oh, by the way, while we're on Brian, I do have some sad news to report, you guys. Mission failed. We cannot get Brian to play Marvel Rivals with us until he gets a PS5, because apparently Macs are terrible and will not let him play Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
It won't let him play on Steam.
And apparently there's no like Mac equivalent to just allow him to play in general.
Which is sad because they just recently announced the summer skins.
Right?
Yeah.
Which are awesome. And like,
Yes.
I this might just be my Guna brain talking, but like, me and Tony have been playing for a bit to just grind that summer event, and I swear, I'm telling you, I've paid a lot of attention to Psylocke's assets. I bought I bought the classic comic skin, and I swear, I'm telling you guys, her butt is bigger in the swimsuit. I'm telling you, it's not a big difference. But I noticed it. I noticed
How
it.
did you
very big
analysis?
difference, honestly.
Yeah.
The summer skins are awesome. I also love that the ladies get stuff too, which like to be honest, the skin that I'm the most hyped for, which I'm gonna, as soon as I get paid, I'm going to buy the premium version of the combat chest so I can get this. I want the thong, which is what the community calls the Speedo thing costume. I want it. I want it so bad.
Yeah, and the fact that they gave him
The Thor one looks great.
Yeah.
the Loki one, that's just like
It's dripped out. I love the Loki one.
Yeah.
Momo
No,
it's
really is
also
excited for
verging
that one.
on NSFW.
Yep. Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's so funny because like that's what I enjoy about Marvel Rivals is Gooner on both ends. They don't just cater to the dudes. Like the Loki one is very skimpy as well, and
Yeah.
like Tony was kind of debating on it too because Tony's been maining Loki a lot lately, and honestly Tony does a pretty good job as Loki. You know, as someone who's teamed with Tony on a regular basis. I have played Jean a little bit, and my aim is shit, but I haven't gotten much practice with her, so of course my aim is gonna be shit. Tony was much better at Jean than me.
Because my eyes were moving, man.
Yep.
It's just
But
trying to kill
that's it for me
motherfuckers.
for screen time.
Okay, cool. So next up is of course our final segment before the main discussion, and that is of course Trailer Talk. Trailer Talk is the segment of the podcast where Brian has gathered together six brand new trailers, at least as of the recording of this podcast, and then through the magic of editing, we will be back quite shortly with our rapid fire reactions to said trailers. So you can take this time to pause the video, go down in that description below, and click the playlist that Brian has provided for you folks down there. Watch those trailers and then unpause that video, and we'll be right back with our reactions. But before we get to that, please enjoy this word from our non-existent sponsors. And we're back. All right, this time for real, I swear this section is going to be short because I honestly don't have too much to say about many of the trailers. There are solid trailers. I do have a bone to pick with one in particular, but that's because I'm a fan of the franchise. But honestly, I wasn't really that big of a fan of the first instance of this movie, so hopefully Street Fighter will be better. But where do we want to start? I guess we could start with...
Let's go on.
Yeah, I guess we could start with Stranger Things. Yeah.
No. Let's go with levels of hype.
All right.
So let's start with the one that I was like, okay, that's interesting. Probably not gonna watch it.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it was
Butterfly.
called
Yeah. Butterfly. Yeah. It's the one with Daniel Day Kim as like a badass like former secret agent assassin type, has a daughter. You guys have seen the story 1,000 times.
Now they're combining two tropes into one.
Yep, because you know, father daughter stories seem to be like the big thing, seem to be the big trend. So they're like, all right, we're gonna
mixing that with the special agent super trained guy turns on the people that trained him.
Yep.
Combine those two together.
You get this.
Which again looks fine. Like it does seem kind of interesting, but I wouldn't. I saw that it was a series, and I'm like, you know what? Never mind. I'm probably not gonna check it out. If it was a movie, I'd probably watch it, but I wouldn't check it out as a series.
But yeah, Daniel, you mentioned this while watching it, but Daniel Day Kim has done action before. Some would argue that his first ever thing was part action, which was Lost.
Huh. Oh yeah, right. I mean, it is Lost definitely has some action parts in it, especially towards like the latter end where like things get real serious.
Mm-hmm. He was also in Hawaii 5-0.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right, he was on.
Yep. Yeah. That was the big thing he was in.
That's where I know him from because I used to because when I was working as a IHSS worker, I ended up watching a lot of Hawaii 5-0 and like every single day because the person that I was working with had it like constantly on every single day.
Just watching Hawaii 5-0 all the time, huh?
Pretty much.
I heard that the new one is pretty good.
Yeah, it is pretty good. I like it.
Yeah.
And it's also, it's not like we haven't seen Daniel Day Kim in anything else.
Yeah, true.
Like a hyperfixation of ours.
Well, multiple.
Oh yeah, Daniel Day Kim has been in a lot of stuff.
Most recently, he was in K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah. I would say we have been hyperfixated on K-pop Demon Hunters. K-pop, and you guys, we're gonna keep preaching the good word of K-pop Demon Hunters. His character is amazing.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch it.
Oh, Trash, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. It's awesome. It kind of does, like, it actually like uses like a classic kind of Disney movie formula a little bit, and it kills it. And the music is so good. And unlike Disney in the past few years, they actually did an amazing villain song. Once you hear it,
Yeah.
Your Idol, best song in the entire soundtrack. Not to say that the soundtrack is weak.
Your Idol and Golden have both been killing it in Billboard's global top 200.
Oh man, it's so fucking
Yeah,
good.
Actually dethroning actual factual like
K-pop.
pop groups.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Which makes sense because this is being sung
By actual K-pop stars.
Well, 3 different Korean artists who are singing together.
Yep.
And also one other thing that I forgot to mention this earlier, but I think it's just a cool little fact that they didn't have to do. Which one is that song where it's like the Takedown?
Takedown, yeah. Takedown.
You know, Takedown is done by Twice and not the normal artists.
Oh,
But
interesting.
yeah, that's why Twice is singing it at the end. But
Ah.
a cool little fact is that for this song, it's only using 3 of the members of Twice.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So that it matches the 3 voices of the hunt.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. But enough of that. The next thing was girlfriend something or other. The girlfriend.
The
Girlfriend, yeah. Starring
Might check out.
starring Olivia Cook.
Yeah.
It's a look. Like I saw it and I was like, literally the whole time I was like, this all just feels like a porn plot. This feels like
Which is
artsy
weird
porn.
though, because the Carrie Coon who plays the mom is also directing. So
Hey, maybe she wanted to make an artsy porn film. I don't know.
and are we looking into like a view behind the curtains of maybe a kink or 2 of hers?
Right?
Maybe.
Like seriously, it feels like one of those like porn setups where the mom seduces the girlfriend.
No. You can tell from just the plot premise is just like it's one of those typical stories of like the mom is like mad jelly of like the prospective daughter-in-law, and it's like really it's either one of 2 things: what Jay mentioned, or is she so much of a mama bear that she wants to protect her son from any other woman?
Yep, exactly.
I almost feel like that they were aiming for the second, but the way that they're doing it seems more like the first.
Yeah. No, for real. I definitely feel like she's trying to seduce the girlfriend. But
the girlfriend's not completely.
No, the girlfriend is totally into it because they were making out. She was looking the mom right in the eye. I was like, oh yeah, this is happening.
But normally in this scenario though, it's stepmom and not bio mom.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying the mom is gonna seduce the girlfriend because they're not gonna. I doubt. Unless they're really gonna go bold and they're gonna do incest, but I doubt they're gonna do how it usually ends with those, where like the stepson and the girlfriend and the stepmom have a threesome.
Yeah.
Oh God.
But anyway, so might check out if reviews are good, but probably too horny for the pod.
Yeah, way too horny for the pod.
No, far worse. It also injects like one of our favorite genres, mystery and murder.
Yeah.
Like, who did she murder that was doing something with that cake, though?
Exactly. Like, why was the cake bleeding? Was it cake? Was it really cake? It's like that meme. You remember that whole trend that went on like a few years ago? Like, is it real or is it cake? Yeah.
Or that trend that still happens every so often, but not as popular.
Yep. Oh man. Also, real quick, before we continue, I just have a slight breaking news because I was also scrolling through Twitter as I started recording this, and My Dress Up Darling dub has officially come out on Crunchyroll as of the recording of this podcast. It's out today on Crunchyroll. Amma announced that she is reprising her role as Marin Kitagawa, so nice. Really looking forward to it. I honestly really love the dub for My Dress Up Darling.
Same.
So go check that shit out. But anyways, moving on. So, what do we want to talk about next after the girlfriend?
I'll say, in a similar, what seems to be similar tone but less horny, Night Always Comes.
Pause.
That's the Vanessa Kirby one.
Oh yeah. So that one was a huge swerve. I thought it was just gonna be a sad story about like a sister taking care of her disabled older brother, and like, you know, them going through hard times, and then they got into some like weird, like crazy over the top underworld action type shit. Because she was doing all this wild shit to get money to prevent them from getting on the streets, and you know, her brother being taken away by APS.
Yep.
Oh my god. Full
And
of craziness.
unlike Butterfly, this is actually a film.
She was doing like, it went from 0 to 100. She was doing just normal shit, and she was, you know, selling herself, which, you know, do what you gotta do, I guess. But then,
Well, she
She stole
also
some
started
shit?
with her doing Grand Theft Auto.
yeah, I would say then she stole some shit after she, like, you know, hoed herself out.
And then decided she's just going like,
It
"Wow."
More and more.
It just
and
kept
more
escalating. She was crashing out for real. Like, damn, Sue, it's like that.
we were making jokes. Like, I was about to make a comparison. Is this Malice? Are we seeing Malice?
No,
now?
this is definitely, she's definitely on some Malice timing. 100%. That's not Sue Storm. That's Malice.
Indeed, and I'm here for it. I'm glad it's only a movie. I'm excited to
It
see it.
actually,
It feels like
it feels like
a really intense film. Like, I honestly want to check it out. It feels like a really good indie thriller with some heart to it.
Yep. And now for something completely different. Hoppers.
So
Oh yeah, that was definitely.
this movie looks silly. I think the concept is
I'm
fun.
down for silly.
I think the concept is fun, but also, kids, let's not ruin the ecosystem. All right, animals need to eat other animals. It's okay. That's just
Yeah.
how life works.
Also, you're treating the circle of life as like a
Did none of you motherfuckers watch The Lion King?
no. The funniest
Honestly,
thing
I
is,
was also
like,
thinking of open. For some reason, it gave me open season vibes.
It's because of the setting. The setting is very open season, 100%.
It's like-
And I know people
like-
probably don't remember that movie, but it was.
I remember
when I
that
was
movie.
Younger.
I remember that movie.
I remember
I
that movie.
remember.
That movie was unhinged.
It also, you know what else it reminded me of, because of its like over the top energy. It gave me vibes of, honestly, this was one of my favorite movies as a kid, Over the Hedge.
Oh yeah, I did like.
Oh
it.
yeah.
I loved Over the Hedge.
Mixed with a little bit of the wild.
And of course Avatar. We can't forget Avatar.
Can't forget.
Yeah.
They even named Avatar.
I legit was about to bring it up, like, I paused it to talk about Avatar, and then I unpaused it real quick, and I'm like, it's not like, guys, this is just like Avatar. I'm like, okay, so they know. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Alright, but the overall premise is, from what the trailer says, I'm sure Brian's looking it up right now, but from what I see, got a hopeful, like, college-age person. She's like ready to learn about animals.
She wants
It's
to
gonna be
understand
great.
animals and ecology, all that good stuff.
And the scientists, three printing beavers. We're
Oh,
like,
shoot.
we built this device for you to hop into the animals so you can figure some stuff out.
The,
Obvious Avatar joke.
Yep.
Yep. But the premise is not in the trailer.
Okay.
Huh? Okay.
After a group of scientists invent a way for human brains to inhabit mechanical bodies, Mabel Tanaka uses their technology to embody a realistic robotic beaver and thwart a construction company's plot to destroy a local animal habitat.
What the fuck? That was not in the trailer at all.
What the fuck?
I didn't know it was to like destroy a habit. So it literally is just Avatar.
It is Avatar. Holy
Yeah.
shit, it is just Avatar.
And
They're going
the,
up
like,
against they're
person
going
that
up against the corporation and everything. Oh my god! It's the only difference is it's not a military military organization.
It's just a group
it's going to
of
be a
only
greedy. It's going to be a greedy Mayor Jerry, played by one Mr. John Hamm.
You know what would have been funny is if they got what the fuck is that guy's name who played the guy in Avatar? You know what I'm talking about? That motherfucker?
Oh, the general guy.
Yeah, what's his name? I've seen
I
him
don't
in
know.
so many different things, but you know the guy. Stephen Lang. There it
Lang?
is. There it is. Stephen Lang. Thank you, Brian.
Oh my
I
God.
got the name as soon as you mentioned his first name. Stephen Lang. If they had gotten that
But,
guy, it would have been perfect.
I can tell you, 2 other voices were confirmed for this. Dimitri Martin, who, if you don't know who that is, great deadpan comedian. He's been on like The Daily Show. He's one of the bears in We Bear Bears.
Oh, which bear? Is he Grizzly? Is he Grizz? Is he Grizz? Is he Panda? Or is he Ice Bear? You said deadpan, so I'm assuming it's Ice Bear.
Oh shoot, I'm bad. My bad. He's the narrator.
Oh, he's the narrator of We Bear Bears. We Bear Bears was a solid cartoon in terms of later Cartoon Network.
He's playing just, and I quote, birds.
Oh, so all the birds that were talking. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then King George, a beaver monarch that rules over the animal kingdom, played by Bobby Monahan.
Oh, that's gonna be hilarious.
God. But the joke that they showed in the trailer between the bear and then like the dopey beaver.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's like, why did you do that?
She was gonna eat you. Yeah, she caught me. That's only fair. She's got to eat somebody.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's just. Do you still? No, it's weird now. I thought that joke was hilarious, and kids are not gonna get it, but adults we're gonna laugh our asses off. Cause like with the tone, it was like, so do you still want to, And it's like, no, it's weird now. You made it weird.
You know what would be really hilarious?
What?
If they ended up at the end of the day, the kid who did all that was actually ends up being the villain.
That would be hilarious.
That would be funny.
I mean, Jake Sully is still. I will still hold Jake Sully is just a cultural appropriator.
I don't know why, but I thought freaking instead of Jake Sully, I thought you were gonna say like Sully from freaking Monsters Inc. I mean, I imagine still blue. So double D double da.
So yeah, that's fun. Hopefully Disney will actually market this one, because like I saw when I went to theaters to see Superman, I saw like a poster for the Elio movie, and I was like, man, nobody fucking I didn't hear anything about this movie.
Well, here's the crazy thing: they did market that movie.
Huh.
When it first came out at theaters.
I remember we reacted to the trailer, but I had completely forgot about it until I saw that poster when I went to the theater.
Same, and I heard good things.
Yeah, same. It's not even that the movie is bad. It's just like nobody talked about it. So it's probably just one of those, okay, I guess I'll watch it when it comes to streaming type thing.
Yeah,
and
but,
that's exactly what it is.
But moving on, I guess if we're going in levels of hype, Mortal Kombat 2.
Mortal Kombat 2.
So the first movie I thought was super dumb.
But fun,
but still very dumb. But not dumb in the same way Mortal Kombat is dumb. It's a different kind of dumb. It's hard to explain.
Okay, so to try to help for the folks at home to understand, it's like one of the cheesiest 80s blockbuster hits. It's like that same level of stupidity, but it's fun stupidity.
But also, as a fan of the games, and I know like the lore isn't that like it's just a fighting game. But like Mortal Kombat actually does have some really good lore. They really fuck with the lore, and the way they fuck with the lore is really stupid. And so I didn't know how to feel about this in general. And then like everything else was just kind of okay. I kind of like who they got for Johnny Cage. Like that actor's really good. I think he's gonna kill that role. But I don't really care. And then we see Jade, and I'm just like, all right, what's going on here? Why is Jade bald? Who did this? Bald. It reminds me of like that. It reminds me of that the scene from SpongeBob when King Neptune from the SpongeBob movie when King Neptune takes off the crown. My eyes.
my eyes.
Exactly. That's how I felt. Not to say that bald women aren't attractive, because there are some very attractive bald women.
Like the one in what was it? What was that movie called? Like in Wakanda Forever, I guess?
Yeah.
Or like Wakanda, like
Black Panther?
Yeah, Black Panther. Yeah, Okoye. Yeah, that's her name. There you go. I was like, for some reason I couldn't. I was like, I have the card in Snap. What the fuck is her name? Yeah, Okoye. She's attractive. Like, bald women can be attractive, but I don't know. Maybe it's because she was bald with tattoos on her head.
And maybe because you're not used to her being bald as a character.
Yeah, so, yeah. I'm used to her having long hair as a character, and I was like, the fuck? What happened here?
Because initially, didn't Jade start off as just a reskin?
She was essentially like that's how a lot of the characters start off as, and then they like build out lore. And so Jade she's more of Melina's like friend, and like she does battle with a stripper pole essentially. Like, there's no other way to put it. Like, her moves are straight up her doing fucking pole tricks. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, why bald? Like, I get creative license, but like, that doesn't even look like the character at this point. The only reason I knew it was Jade is because she had the big pole and was green.
The only thing that I can think of is like why Beast Boy in Titans wasn't green.
But she doesn't. But she doesn't have to. Be, oh, maybe
I
she.
was just gonna say maybe she's allergic to the wig glue.
I mean, okay, maybe you could find ways. Like, you know, Brian tried to bring up the actresses, but maybe the actress is bald. Okay, sure, but like Cynthia Erivo is also bald. Another attractive bald woman. Cynthia Erivo is also bald, but she got a wig for Alphaba.
She just released her debut album.
Oh, nice.
Recently, she does more R&B type stuff.
That makes sense. But yeah, fuck it. I don't know. As a Mortal Kombat fan, I'm torn. Hopefully, the Street Fighter movie that we reacted to the news of last week does better.
Well, also the funny thing is this trailer, specifically the way that it was cut, it focused on the new people, and the new people were the ones that were questionable. But every time that it focused on an old person, like that badass scene with Scorpion, it was like, that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. And also, what happened to Homeboy? Like, that was like the main protagonist OC from the first one. Where's he at?
I remembered his name. It's Cole.
Okay, Cole. What happened to him?
He was there for like a second.
And also, like, where's Kung Lao? We saw Liu Kang in the background a little bit, but like, come on.
He was in there. Yes, Kung Lao was there.
Okay, I'm just saying, where are the rest of my people? Come on, man. And
I get you want to show off your new stuff, but
and also
show us more of the people that we know too.
And also, like, this trailer did not tell me anything about like plot. Now I know Mortal Kombat isn't really known for plot, right? But like, I still don't know what the fuck is happening in this movie.
All I know is that the tournament is happening. Shao Kahn looks big mad, and I'm here for shenanigans. And also Noob Saibot's in it.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, because Noob was created at the end of the first movie. Like, Smoke was turned into Noob.
Man, not Smoke.
Yep. And man, if you know your Mortal Kombat, you guys should know that you should hate Noob Saibot because he's the fucking cheapest character in all of existence with his bitch ass teleports. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, but last but not least, the 5th and final season of Stranger Things.
So Trash has never seen Stranger Things, so Trash doesn't have anything to say about it. But like, you know, that's fine. Go ahead, Trash.
Yeah, I don't have much to say about it since I've never seen Stranger Things, like Jay said.
Yeah. So, but as
I think it's best it comes out of my mouth, right?
Yeah. So as people who have seen Stranger Things, I'm really hyped. They look old as fuck. I made the joke. This feels like this should actually take place in the mid-90s instead of still in the 80s, with how much they've clearly aged. But I'm excited.
Yeah.
I mean, it ended on a big cliffhanger. I'm excited to see how they take down Vecna.
For real this time.
Yep.
And also, it's interesting that it looks like we're finally going to get to see a full season where Millie doesn't have to shave her head.
Yep. And also, hopefully, we'll actually have a full season with, you know, all the kids together.
Yeah.
Because, like, as much as I liked the side plots and, like, the road trip thing from the last time, like, the thing that really sold me on Stranger Things is just this whole group of kids, Goonies style, like, working together, teaming up.
That is one thing that I did hear, speaking about the road trip, that I was sad to hear.
Okay.
For some reason, Argyle's not in the final season.
That's the stoner dude, right? That worked at the pizza place? Oh, man, I liked him. He was funny. I like him. Dang. That sucks. Hopefully he's at least mentioned. He was legit integral to fucking the plot. He found them the salt that 11 needed to like get into that like bath to get into the upside down. Man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Eddie died and got reincarnated as Johnny Storm.
Which there is speculation that he might not be gone.
Yeah.
As well, but who knows? I also wonder if we're gonna get to see Decree Montgomery again.
I hope so.
Because he was cool. And, like, he started off as one of those characters that you love to hate, but then you felt sorry for.
Yep. And then he ended up helping out as a good guy. So it was like, all right, you seem cool.
Yeah.
All right. So
also tying it back to something that we talked about before. Looks like we might get a Jurassic Park inspired scene.
Which makes sense, because like each, like, you know, technically Jurassic Park was more of like a early 90s kind of thing. but I guess it was late. Wait, was the first Jurassic Park late 80s?
No, it was 1991.
That's what I thought. I was like, I'm pretty sure the first Jurassic Park was early 90s. So maybe this does take place. Who knows? Maybe they actually did move up the top. No, because it still looks like Cold War type shit. So I think it's like late 80s.
I am Googling.
When does this season take place? Because it's like, they look old as shit. Like, and I know that's just part of real life, but like, they gotta explain it. But yeah, so looking forward to Stranger Things. With its release schedule, we're not gonna be able to dedicate a full episode to it, but we will talk about it in the year-end wrap-up. Because I mean, that is one of those shows that we like, at least Brian and I, you know, Tony didn't join us until this iteration of the podcast, but that is one of those shows that we have covered each season of, actually. We have not missed a season of Stranger Things.
Okay, so apparently it's supposed to take place a year after last season, so 1987.
That's crazy. They aged like they got hit with the age stick real hard in that year.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild, bro. But yeah, so now we can actually talk about the main event, Superman.
Oh, that's right. We were talking about that.
I'm so excited to finally be able to talk. You don't know how hard it's been to like keep a muzzle on this. Honestly, it was so difficult that like I was like, fuck it, I'm including a spoiler-free Superman review in my Comic Chaser episode, which thank you guys for supporting that. It seems to be doing pretty well.
Yep. And after seeing the movie myself yesterday as of recording, I totally get it. I was literally nonverbal after seeing.
Yep, man. Okay, so
and it led to you just telling us that we undersold it.
which again, I'm so glad, because I thought we because I mean, you guys heard bits and pieces of it, because we gave a little bit of our like early thoughts in our screen time from last week, because you know Tony and I saw it on opening day. But man, you guys, like this is different. This is different. Like I've actually seen it a second time, because I did manage to drag my grumpy ass father to see this movie, because
what did he think of it?
I can quote him. He said afterwards, he goes, "Damn, the last time I felt like this watching a Superman movie was when I was a kid and I saw the Christopher Reeves one in theater."
Damn.
So that says a lot.
Yes, I knew it. So,
Because
okay,
because I will tell you straight up, like my dad is a very, very cynical man. Like it just kind of comes with, you know, being a military guy, you know, and just like, you know, being jaded by the world as you get older. But like, man, I was more watching him the entire time than watching the movie, and like just to see this grumpy motherfucker light up the way he did, it's crazy.
Well, okay, so with that being said, I think at least for Jay and myself, we pretty much said our piece in our
screen time. Yeah, so we can pass it off to you guys with your spoiler-free reviews. So we'll start with our guest, Trash. What did you think of Superman 2025?
Well, I definitely hate it. I'm joking. No, for once, actually, surprisingly, you might actually, for those that are on this, for those that have already like heard what I've said on other movies, you'll be surprised to hear that I actually think it's relatively good. I think it's actually, well, not even relatively, it is good. There were some aspects, I'll get the bad stuff out of the way just because, well, I mean, just like, there was a little bit of certain aspects in which the humor didn't work, but regardless or not, there were a lot of characters that I liked. I enjoyed the hopeful aspect of it. Superman being Superman is great. Funny enough, Lois actually was pretty good, because everyone, if you have seen My Adventures with Superman, you will know that. Let's just say I didn't particularly like some things about her. But regardless or not, the characters were likable. The plot was pretty good. I feel like there were probably some things that they could have done that would have made it a little bit more understandable. But I mean, that's just kind of how things are. But with time skipping at least, but I feel like they did relatively good. And yeah, so I have like a lot of positives for this film, as you could hear. Outside of that, like a lot of other things I have to be is more spoilery.
Brian. Okay, spoiler free thoughts.
Honestly, loved it. It was great. I really enjoyed these guys had come out and said that it was good, so I knew that it was good, but still, I was still surprised. It does something that rare films can do nowadays, and that is actually inspire hope while watching, which is something that I think we need in the world right now.
You know, like that's what I don't understand about the discourse for like towards this film.
Yeah.
Is like how you have to go out of your way to like not feel happy watching this movie.
Yeah, that's
and we will get more into it in the spoiler thought to discuss like why and how. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I think honestly for me, Trash was talking about Lois. I think this might be like my second favorite live action Lois.
This is my favorite. This is my favorite big screen Lois for sure. If we're talking general live action, oh yeah, she's probably number 2, but that's not entirely fair because Superman, Superman and Lois has had multiple seasons, so like that's kind of an unfair comparison.
But the fact that just with this short appearance, she's already jumped up to number 2.
Yeah.
right.
But I totally get that, and they have amazing chemistry. I saw in an interview with Gunn that they specifically said that once they got like the top 3 Clarks and the top 3 Loises, they like had them do scenes together because they weren't just casting Clark and Lois, they were casting Clois.
Yeah, and I mean like they're the heart and soul of this movie.
Yep, which funnily enough, one of the other like top 3 contenders for Superman was Nicholas Hoult.
Oh shit! Huh? That just I mean I've always known that guy has range, but that just shows the range on this guy.
Yep.
But by far the most perfect role for Mr. Holt was Lex Luthor.
Dude,
Oh my god, this is
I said this before. I didn't think anybody could top Michael Rosenbaum's Lex Luthor in terms of live action Lex Luthor performances. Even with Superman and Lois, I did like that one. It wasn't as good to me as Smallville's Lex Luthor, but this Lex Luthor is pure evil, and he embodies Lex to a T. There's a little bit of every era of Lex in here, and that's the thing I love about this movie in general, is that this movie is not just defined by one Superman, right? One of the many criticisms I have of Man of Steel, which you can't find that video anymore because unfortunately my original channel is defunct. But one of my many criticisms of Man of Steel is clearly heavily inspired and influenced by the New 52, at least early New 52. And this one, like, you can't pinpoint an exact point of reference.
No.
Right? Like
it's an amalgam.
You see a little bit of Golden Age Superman. You see a little bit of Silver Age Superman, but luckily none of the dickish parts. You get a little bit of the like cartoons, which to this day, up until this point, were like the best adaptation of Superman. Period.
Yeah, and this is a minor spoiler, but you can obviously tell from the trailer. I do like that this is one of the times where they didn't rely on Power Suit Lex.
And also something that I want to give like a big shout out to, because like again, most people like undersell this element of Superman. When everybody thinks of Superman, they don't really think of Superman having a supporting cast like a Spider-Man does. But Superman has a really good supporting cast.
Yes.
And they got used really well in this, and it's amazing.
And also something else that people did that the general population doesn't realize, that this movie encapsulated. Jimmy is a fuckboy.
Oh yeah, Jimmy gets around. Jimmy gets around.
In the comics and all that. Yeah.
Yep. Oh man. Like
surprisingly, definitely it is plot relevant.
It's not Jimmy gets around. Actually, currently in the comics, he's dating Silver Banshee, a reformed Silver Banshee, mind you, but he's dating Silver Banshee.
And at one point, he dated Kara, didn't he?
He's dated Kara. He's dated.
I mean,
he's dated Kara. He's dated Kara.
My Adventures with Superman.
Yep.
Literally the best ship in the whole entire series.
100%.
100%. He's dated Kara. He's dated the forgotten character from Superman and Lois, Lucy Lane. And several others.
We have yet to bring up the best male supporting character,
Mr. Terrific. Honestly,
Yup.
so one of the things that I was like really nervous about seeing the trailers at first was I was like, oh man, this movie seems overcrowded. They got like they not only they have like Superman and his people in here, but they have like some Justice League members in here. Are they really gonna get enough screen time? I was wrong. It was really well handled, and like
Well,
Also,
I feel like the other two didn't have enough screen time.
I don't feel like they needed as much.
Yeah,
Like-
and I think Hawkgirl was there because the team needed a muscle.
And also like you can't deny that every time Guy showed up he stole the show. So like Guy got Guy got all the screen time he needed.
Yeah.
But
And also, here's the interesting thing that pointed out. I think
Oh, so are we
last
starting to
week.
go into spoiler territory?
oh, not yet,
Sorry.
not
No.
yet. We're just
something
speaking
that-
vaguely.
And I'm speaking to a callback. When the Kendra Saunders iteration of Hawkgirl that they're using,
Yep.
she was originally Latina in the comics.
Yep.
And that's kind of the interesting correlation because that was one thing you mentioned, and I
Oh
thought
yeah,
to myself,
yeah. I brought it up. Well, because I guess it's true because every adaptation, even animated, has all been Latina.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the character was created to be Latina when she was first introduced, like that iteration
Although
of Hawkgirl.
technically, if we want to get real technical, I'm actually comic nerdy about it. The DCAU's version was not Kendra Saunders. That was more directly based off of Shayera, like
Yes. But
a
the
weird
voice
Amalgam.
actress.
Yeah, the voice actress.
herself.
Yeah, the voice actress
Yeah.
was Latina. Yes.
But
I'm saying, like the character from the comics, like the
Oh, yeah.
Kendra Saunders.
Also,
is.
fun fact about that voice actress, real quick. Not only she voiced multiple Latina characters on the Justice League cartoon because she was also the voice of Fire.
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact about Mr. Terrific. Originally the actor was gonna say no
Was he really?
because he had been burned by the superhero industry before,
Because he
playing
played
Darwin
Darwin.
in First Class, a character that literally in his description is not supposed to die.
Yep.
And then later, when he protested to the producers about it, they're like, "Oh yeah, you're coming back."
Never came back. I mean,
Yeah, but he said that he met James Gunn at the Suicide Squad premiere, and so he was like, "I'll give it a try." And with these superhero things, they try to keep everything under lock and key and hush.
Mm-hmm.
So they give all the characters that you auditioned for aliases,
Yeah.
and his was Apex Man.
Oh, that makes
So
sense.
but he didn't know who Mr. Terrific was. So when he first saw that, he was like, "Oh, that's codename for Lex. They want me to do a different iteration of Lex." But then he said, after it was revealed to him who he was playing, he started reading the comics, and he's like, "Oh my god, this dude is amazing."
Mr. Terrific is super underrated. He's cool as fuck.
Yeah, but once he
yeah.
read it and did his research, he was like, "Yeah, I'm down, I'm in." And boy, did he perform.
Fun fact, in recent years, he actually formed his own bootleg Fantastic Four.
The terrific.
The Terrifics, which is just blatantly the Fantastic Four. You have
Yeah.
you have him, you have Phantom Girl, who is clearly an Invisible Woman. You have our boy Eel O'Brien, Plastic Man. Everybody,
Metamorpho.
and Metamorpho, who is
Man,
clearly the
I
thing.
can't wait for Plastic Man to come
Oh,
out.
Plastic Man is going to be great. He's so weird and kooky. Like it's so gun coded. Like they got to include Plastic Man.
And you know who's like buying to play Plastic Man? What's his name? The dude who voices Sonic.
That's who I want. That's who I want. He's perfect. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. Oh man. But yeah, so like the thing that I like about the Justice League or Justice Gang, whatever we want to call them, I personally been stuck to calling them the Justice League International because that's basically what they are.
They are the Corpo League.
The thing I like about them, again, this is spoiler free, is that like it makes the world feel more lived in, and it answers one of the big questions that like everybody has with these big blockbuster superhero franchises. Like, a question that everybody has with the MCU. Okay, where the fuck are the Avengers when this is happening? Where's Spider-Man when this is happening?
I mean, Thunderbolts had a citywide event happen.
Why is
and
nobody?
yet nobody else
Why is
responded?
nobody here? Like,
Doctor Strange Strange wasn't there either.
Exactly. Like, what's going on?
That's one of the things why people loved when Doctor Strange guest starred in Thor.
Yep. And I thought it was I thought they were utilized really well. I like that they showed that the Justice League is handling stuff while stuff is going on in Superman's life. And I also feel like they chose a really good spot to like start this movie in, with it being like 3 years into Clark's career. So he's not totally fresh, but he's not like a seasoned veteran, you know what I mean? It's a nice little in between.
Yeah, and you can still like introduce stuff that he's new to, but he's already established as a hero.
And also, I like it being 3 years because like it leaves a lot of mystery. Like, all right, so what's happened these 3 years? What villains has he gone up against? You know, they document that his the big beatdown you see in the trailer is his first loss. So like, all right, cool, interesting. I want to know more. Something cool. Mm-hmm.
We do know the first encounter with him and Lex was actually in I think it was in book form, where the first time he ran into Lex and fought him, you know who the first actual like muscle villain that Clark faced in this universe?
Who?
Metallo.
Oh, that makes sense. Because a lot of the robots like set up look very Metallo-like. So that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. And also, one other character that I was interested to hear how they were going to incorporate him, but I think they did a really good job with, was Metamorpho.
Yeah! I did not expect Metamorpho to be as relevant as he was. I was like, this feels out of place. I wonder what Metamorpho's going to be doing here. Yeah, Metamorpho is super relevant.
And like, it makes complete sense, his like initial involvement.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I like about this, again, this speaks to what I alluded to way earlier in the podcast, if you can remember, like an hour ago, is that like you can tell that James Gunn has clearly read comic books because of just how the movie is structured. Because the opening feels like straight out of a comic book. Like, you know, the info page, the recap page you always get at the beginning of a comic. Like, you know, this is everything that's happened so far. Like, that's literally how the movie opens. And I love that. I love that they don't waste time. You just hit the ground running.
Also, speaking about the opening, this was in the first ever trailer that they showed, first ever clip. Mm-hmm. We start with him when he's lost.
Yep.
And beat this shit. Not a lot of superhero movies will do that.
Yep.
Like we even just previously mentioned before when we were talking about Peacemaker, that anytime that The Rock plays a character, it's in his script that he never loses.
And it's really cool with Superman because it's like, this isn't just any character, this is fucking Superman. So to get to have your introduction to Superman be him like in this vulnerable state, it really helps you to, like, pun intended, like really kind of ground the character, bring him down to earth, and it helps him feel like a person. Humanity is a big theme of this entire movie, and like that opening really helps to solidify. Like, it's so good.
It definitely feels like the 90s Superman.
Yes.
Where he's not like super invincible, so he gets beaten every so often.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And most people tend to forget about the intrinsic core of what makes Superman Superman. And I think is that this time right now we can get into the nitty-gritty spoilers.
Yep.
So folks, make sure that if you haven't seen this movie, you should. It is spectacular.
Listen. If you can only afford one movie ticket this entire summer, go see Superman.
Think about it this way: if I'm recommending this movie, then you should probably go see.
That's what I'm.
For those that don't remember,
absolutely,
Trash to this day, I believe, has not given a score over 5.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Even though his grading scale is a lot different from ours typically, but we respect our friend's opinion.
Yeah.
Granted, we always tend to skew positive because our philosophy with this podcast is we only cover movies and shows that we like, because there's plenty of other places out there where you can get the hate and the rage bait. No, you don't come here for that. We're here to talk positive. There needs to be more positive shit on the internet.
Yeah.
So,
but to like sum it all up, all 4 of us do recommend that you go watch this. If you haven't seen it already, pause the video, go watch it, and then come back. And...
if you've already seen it, go see it again. Go take a friend who hasn't seen it. Go take a loved one. If you have any family members that are like old school comic fans that maybe fell out of love with the medium but still love the characters, take them to see this. They're gonna love it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I plan to, if I have the opportunity to, I would love to take my dad to see this movie. It would be fantastic.
I had a good experience.
The only reason why I'm probably not going to see this in the theater multiple times is just because of how stacked July is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, even just with the pod schedule overall, we've got FF coming up too. Like, man, like I'm like, this is one of those movies that like once it gets released, I'm buying it ASAP. Like, I don't usually buy movies like that. The only other movie that I bought like within recent movies is Wicked.
Yeah, I can see that.
So like that should tell you already.
I'm gonna tell you, with the fact that the sequel is also coming out this year, this is gonna be a tough year.
I'm telling you right now, Brian. I'm not even gonna try and do a particular order with rankings. I'm just gonna.
No, me too. That's why we're not doing the top fives anymore.
Yeah, we're not doing top fives anymore. That's what I like about our new format with a year-end wrap-up. It's just like, no, we're just gonna talk about stuff.
I liked in concept because I always like listening to top five.
Yeah, same. But it's just so difficult.
Yeah,
especially because after we decided to do that, Hollywood said, "All right, bet, bam."
And also, we don't talk about shitty stuff, so figuring out the bottom of the barrel is a lot more difficult when we only really talk about stuff that we enjoyed.
Yeah, and also limiting it to just 5.
And on top of that, we kind of look at things from the perspective of tier listing, which makes things a lot more easier and convenient when it comes to putting our thoughts together. And without the visual aid of the actual tier list, we can't really do that. You know?
But enough yapping. For real, spoiler time. Okay, so first things first, I gotta say, man, the Kents are amazing. The Kents are
these country bumpkins. I love them.
Pa Kent.
Farm folk.
Pa Kent was the absolute best. They made me cry a couple times in this movie, because like. The scene where like he's just on the farm, Crypto is over there harassing the cow, and like they have that speech, and the speech just perfectly sums up just the theme of this movie and just Superman in general. Because at this point the quote unquote real message came out and was leaked everywhere, and I love what Pa says. Pa says, I think what you wanted it to mean means more than what it actually means, because it says more about you as a person.
Is such a Pa Kent thing to say.
And then he ends by doing that like choked up pause.
Yeah,
and then saying,
I'm so proud of you. Oh, I cried.
That made me shed a tear too.
That made me cry. I'm not gonna lie. That got me.
Immediately juxtapose it with Ma coming in.
You mush. I'm just like, aw, man, this is so good.
Oh my god, I lost it in the theater when she was calling him.
Yep. Oh, that was so fucking funny. It felt like such a parent thing. Clore, we heard about you, and she's just like she's yelling into the phone.
And she's leaning over on the phone.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I just really love how familiar they are.
Yeah,
you could actually tell that
they felt like a family,
like genuine.
Absolutely.
That's the word that I want to like emphasize. This whole movie felt genuine. I don't get the complaints. Everything felt so just.
Also,
heartfelt.
Since we're talking about the Kents, I want to bring up one thing. I am so glad they didn't kill any of them.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Now, granted, I do enjoy the takes on Superman where Pa dies of a heart attack, because that shows Superman you can't save everybody from everything. If your dad's been eating heapings of bacon for 40 years.
But also,
we don't need to do that right now.
Yeah. I'm glad
we can do that later.
That was also one of the things that I honestly didn't care for about Superman and Lois. Is that
why did they have to kill Mom in the first episode?
Yeah, they already killed Pa in the flashback.
Yeah. Why even gotta kill Mom in the first episode. What? That's wild. Like, I get it. It's also the impetus of the whole thing and the reason they moved to Smallville, so cool. But, like, you could just have Mom be sick.
Yeah.
And then have her eventually recover. Like, you ain't gotta kill her.
Crazy.
Also, speaking of killing, it's way better than, should I have just let them die?
Oh, man,
Maybe.
man. That is still the dumbest thing. Me and my dad talk about this all the time. It's still the most stupid thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And then he, for no reason, Clark could have saved him and not gotten caught. Easy. But he's like, no, son, I'm gonna kill myself. Good luck.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna jump into this tornado.
So,
Peace.
let me get on a soapbox here for a minute because I have a bone to pick to talk about the exact people who defend this kind of shit. You know who I'm talking about, Jay.
The Snyder cultists, yeah, but like, man.
Like,
But
listen.
that's not in this one.
Oh, I know.
But
the thing
he's just
that I
talking
wanna
about in the
point out-
with the
I
general
want to point
discourse.
out- I want to point out the utter hypocrisy of some of these motherfuckers. Like, you built up this kind of cult of personality of your own, not to the extent some individuals, don't get me wrong here, I'm being just hyperbolic, but when you just built a brand of just being the biggest negative Nancy because things are not your way and you're grifting off that, you're kind of eating crow right now, motherfuckers.
I will say, I am really glad that I almost said Scott Snyder. That Scott Snyder has nothing to do with I'm really glad that Zack Snyder just kind of laughs at them. Like, I have nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
These people are idiots.
Yeah. Like,
These
and
guys are
he will
clowns.
openly admit that that he did not do the best with the franchise, and I will go on record and say that if his daughter didn't tragically pass away and he had to step away from Justice League, I think it would have been better.
Oh yeah, because honestly, the Snyder Cut was actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
When you breed a personality of individuals who actually, it's like, okay, if you give a mouse a cookie, they demand the cookie, right? So this is the only moment when fans actually getting change, getting something that they wanted and made manifest. It kind of became a double-edged sword, you know? So these individuals thinking that they did it once, they could do it again, but I like to think it's more of a lightning in a bottle moment.
Oh yeah.
And you can't repeat that. You can't replicate it. And these people are just Delulu, but not as Delulu and insane as our villain of this story.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Lex Luthor. Oh my god, dude, you guys.
Nicholas Hoult is Lex Luthor.
The
Corn Sweat is Superman.
This
His performance alone proved it.
And their chemistry, just as hero and villain, that's on some Tobey Maguire, Willem Dafoe level shit. Like,
Oh yeah.
Like I have not seen that good of a hero villain dynamic since then. Like that feels like an arch nemesis, not just a hero villain. That is your arch nemesis.
Like, dude, that scene, I know it's jumping around, but that scene at the end where you have the juxtaposition of Lex's monologue about how smart he is and like amping himself up so much, juxtaposed then with Superman's speech about being human.
Yo, so
that is just
perfect. I'm gonna steal like something I heard from my boy Corey when we were talking about it in the car on the way to the comic shop today, and like I fully agree. Like my friend Corey said, he's like, I really liked Holt's Lex, but what really sold me was the moment where like everything is going to shit and Lex just says, "Fuck them, they made their choice," and he just like ready to just let Metropolis die. We'll fix it.
I agree.
We'll fix it when it gets to a city I care about.
Kind of had with them. I had in the movie was it seemed like too evil, but still, regardless or not, I still liked him.
See, but here's the
especially I understand.
Yeah.
Like just but regardless or not, like I feel like maybe if he did like rather like I guess they could have probably written it a little bit better, but I will stay. It's still top tier Lex Luthor.
I don't know. Lex is the type of person who literally doesn't care about the entire planet if it means he wins. He doesn't give a.
It's not like that. It's more so I would like them to have, I guess, written I guess like it's really hard to say, but maybe events a little bit slightly different. Like not slight. Like how do I say it?
No, that's cool. Take your time. Take your time. Put it together. I want to hear this.
Yeah, basically like maybe if Man, I lost my train of thought.
So
Come
the
back to me
way-
later.
So you were saying that Lex is too evil, right? Like, so like, well, do you think he needed to rein it back? Cause like, I don't know. Cause
No, I don't think he need. No, the thing is, I didn't think he needed to rein it back. What I feel like it probably could have been, like at least in terms of the plot, I guess. Maybe make it so that he's a little bit more like, I guess, like he's a little bit. Man, it's really hard to explain.
Is it on the is it too? Was it too campy? Or
is it because it wasn't? Was it because it wasn't as subtle as you would expect, like a Lex Luthor? Because Lex is like, you know, some of the portrayals of Lex Luthor seen as like a smooth businessman, and he was more like just straight up unhinged.
Yeah, I feel like he became unhinged way too quickly. That's what it is.
Okay, that's understandable.
I get that, and like, but you know, to play the other side of the coin here, the reason for that is I feel like Lex is very smooth and put together when dealing with anything else except for Superman. It's like, you ever see like, this is a dumb example, but like to bring it to anime, and this is obviously a parody and like a joke, but you've seen Dragon Ball Abridged, right?
Yeah.
You know Vegeta with the Goku button?
Yes.
That's Lex with Superman.
Or like me with isn't there a character? There's a character that I really hate. I think it's Korra.
But yeah,
Maybe like that.
But yeah, like he does not care. Like if it means he can kill Superman or humiliate Superman, he will go to any lengths. He'll destroy the planet. He'll destroy the universe.
Create clones.
He literally got the power of like one of Superman's like greatest villains, like a fifth dimensional Mr. Mxyzptlk, and he, like, all he did, he could have done all this crazy stuff to make the world a better place. No, he just wanted to fuck with Superman. Just ruin Superman, the entire thing.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Like
that's the thing is, I'm
I'm
not saying like when it comes to me. Well, when it comes to me, I absolutely love this Lex Luthor.
Oh yeah.
Like I do, and I love the unhingedness. I just feel like that's just slightly like toned down.
Oh yeah. No, I get it. I totally understand where you're coming from. I totally understand where you're coming from.
You wanted the performance to be eased in more.
Yeah. But he kind of just put his foot to the gas at the very beginning. I totally get that.
But then again, it's also because it's been like 3 years too, so that's I understand that too.
Fair enough.
And also, I don't think he became like fully unhinged until the moment that Superman came back, because you gotta think this man has had a like, we don't know how long, years long plan that has come into fruition, and
it's all falling apart. He somehow still managed to get out of there.
Finally succeeded. That was the thing. Is it succeeded? He was there.
I won.
Done. It was all good. I won. Then that happened, and he's like, oh. Fuck.
Yep. And he just lost it. And I thought that was fucking... Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually agree with that. Like, honestly, if it was me, I would have freaked out too.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the part that I didn't have a problem with either.
Oh, man. But if you want to talk about my favorite scene with Lex Luthor, the scene that, like, that sold me personally, and the scene that had me on the edge of my seat, is the scene in the prison where he got the one guy who was, like, the big Superman fan. Yeah, the Swarma guy. And like, the Russian roulette scene, I was on the edge of my seat. The fact that he just casually capped that guy, I know, like,
that's one of the things that sold me on him being Lex Luthor, and he did it while being super smooth and super composed.
And he didn't even care.
Like, oh,
oops.
That was shorter.
That was shorter than I expected. I was like, oh my god, that's so good.
But I tell you, it was another but similar scene that really sold me on him and his pettiness. When they're going past all the people in the prison. And he's like,
oh yeah, the ex-girlfriend. Yeah.
Dude, I freaking love, like,
that was so good.
I love Lex Luthor in this movie.
I also, again, to speak to the level of pettiness, I also love that he has like the room full of monkeys doing all the hate tweets.
Oh yeah, with the freaking monkeys.
It was so good.
Super shit.
Hashtag super shit.
Yeah, that was freaking great. I love that.
Oh, man. So silly. It's so silly. I love that it's silly.
It's literally freaking Super Friends.
Comic book movies are afraid to be silly. That's like, you know, I love Marvel movies. I'm a big Marvel fan, and I've gone on record on this podcast defending Marvel, going hard defending Marvel, even when, like, you know, Marvel has been at its lowest. Like, I've found good in stuff that is objectively shit, like Quantumania. There are parts of Quantumania that I think are actually okay, but
Yep.
even though
Honestly-
Quantumania overall is kind of meh.
Honestly, I hate to say it, but Quantumania has three things going for it.
There's Kang, Cassie, I don't know what the third one
And
is.
it's the charm of Paul Rudd.
Oh yeah.
That is true.
And Michael Douglas. I'd say Michael Douglas also carries some weight in that as well. But yeah,
I mean, that's just Michael Douglas being Michael Douglas
Yeah.
because he's a great actor.
yeah. But like, point is, like I've defended Marvel hardcore. But one of the things I will always get on Marvel about is that Marvel is afraid to make a comic book movie. Like, no, they
Make
don't.
it silly.
They don't ever embrace
silly.
any of the actual comic book elements. One of the things that I will
Like-
always shit on with Marvel is that they always make fun of their costumes. These are the costumes your fans want to see you in. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Why are you always
And
gonna do that
also-
shit?
And also, this goes to show you, like, the air is, and like the thing of Marvel is one of my favorite lines, like, of all Marvel, was written by a Make-A-Wish kid, and that was in Love and Thunder when Thor first sees Hulk, and he's like, he's a friend from work.
Nice.
That was written by a Make-A-Wish kid who was visiting the scene.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And
No, that was Ragnarok.
Yeah, you're thinking of Ragnarok. Love and Thunder
Yeah,
was
Ragnarok,
Love and Thunder was the
Ragnarok.
really shitty one with Jane Foster's
yeah,
cancer
Ragnarok
plot.
was the good one. But yeah, in Ragnarok, when he sees Thor for the first time, he sees Hulk for the first time, he's like, yeah, he's a friend from work. A Make-A-Wish kid recommended that line.
I love and I love being able to be silly. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, one of the other things I hate about Marvel movies, just going on that, is also when they make fun of their names.
yeah,
Like, really-
I don't want to turn this into a DC versus Marvel thing. This is just a general problem with superhero movies. Is like,
Yeah.
why do you have to shit on what your fans like about them? Right? Like, embrace it. Wear the silly costumes. Wear the trunks. Like, do the stupid bowl cut. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons why I seriously believe that is one of the reasons why Invincible does so well.
yeah, and all
Because they go the super dark and bloody and
but
shit.
they still
also go-
embrace the hope and optimism of
Super
superhero
silly.
comics and the super silly dumb shit, like all the stupid side plots. I love that stuff. And like,
But here's one thing that I like to point out all the time. That Superman, like, you can get things right with the character. Doesn't matter at what time period you try to make a movie too serious. Like, for some characters, you can try to do that.
it can
I
work for
argue that,
Batman.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Batman, it's like the perfect example of doing like a super serious film that could feasibly be done. Like any pulp character, like the Shadow,
Yeah.
or to an extent Dick Tracy. But you gotta let Superman and some other colorful characters who embody like the ideas of hope and wonder. You gotta make them be a bit silly. You
Yeah.
can try to be a bit
And
different.
if you
but-
want to be serious, then you could just take notes from your animated movies.
Yeah.
Those are pretty some good ones you can do.
I'll give you
Which
I'll give you an example. I'm really hoping that Lanterns, the show, does really well because the Green Lantern Corps as an organization of space cops and doing a True Detective style show, that can be amazing.
Oh yeah.
You can also, and since we're doing genre hopping for different comic stories, you can get away with that. You can tell Lanterns as kind of like a absolute universe style story.
Dude, if they
That
went
can be
if,
done.
if they went the Absolute Universe route with it, oh man, that would be freaky. I am reading Absolute Green Lantern. It is so fucking weird. I love it.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be sick. But for like Superman in this example, you gotta put that man in the trunk. You gotta let him spout dad jokes.
So and,
I love
Man, corny.
and I and I mean,
love the in-universe reason for the trunk, which I found out that wasn't James Gunn who came up with that idea.
was it Corn Sweat?
Yeah.
Nice, good job, Corn Sweat.
And for those that don't know, the in-universe reason why he has the trunks is because they are silly.
Yeah, because he wants to be more approachable. Like,
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to scare kids.
that's the thing. So one of my favorite DC Universe stories of all time is Justice League New Frontier by Darwin Cook. Rest in peace. And one of my favorite things that you see throughout that story, that it takes place throughout different decades and stuff, right, is when you first see Batman, you see him in like the all black, he scares the shit out of people, your typical Batman stuff, right? And then years later, after he's worked with the Justice League and he's seen Superman and stuff, you see him in the blue and gray, and he's working with Robin, and then, you know, he has a conversation with Clark, and he's like, no, I realized, like, I don't want to scare kids. Like, I was that scared kid before. I don't want to scare kids. And the fact that Clark is that person makes a lot of sense.
Which that also makes me think, since Superman has been around for 3 years,
Batman's been around for longer.
Has he met Batman?
Right?
In this universe?
He's got to have. Because, like...
Yeah, because there's no way
that there's no way Superman shows up and then Batman doesn't immediately be like, all right, what the fuck is going on here? Who is this guy? This random super powerful alien
right next to him.
Yep, they literally are across the river from each other in a lot of different continuities. Like, exactly.
Especially because it's already been confirmed that the current Robin is Damian. So
yeah,
he's been around for.
And also, so this is the other thing that kind of confuses me, and this is more like comic fan continuity junkie kind of overthinking stuff. So like in the comics, Nightwing is, you know, directly inspired by Superman because Superman is Dick's favorite superhero. Like, Bruce is his dad. He loves Bruce. But, like, Superman is his favorite superhero. And he gets inspired to become Nightwing by hearing that story from Clark. So, like, if Batman has been active for long enough for him to have Damian, you think Dick is Nightwing? Like, you think they've had enough time? Because, like, that, with how small the gap is, I don't know.
Well, also, James Gunn has gone on record to say that this isn't going to be like the MCU, where they tell, like...
One timeline, right. They could jump around, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
more like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Because I would think that
they could
be inspired by Clark within maybe into Clark's second year.
Or like Brian said, since they are going to jump around in eras, maybe the Batman movie takes place later in the timeline, right? You know what I mean?
Like years after this.
Yeah.
Because you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they ever established what year this takes place.
No, they never do. They just say he's been around for 3 years. They never give a year, which is perfect because that way their timeline is super malleable. Because if you put a number on it, people are going to focus on that.
Which also, tying it back to what we were saying, more makes it feel like a comic.
Because you can slide the time scale. Exactly. So like, it doesn't matter as much, but I just wanted to bring it up just as a little thought experiment kind of thing.
No, I feel you.
But yeah, like it's just back to the actual movie. So now we've talked about Lex. We've talked a little bit about Justice Gang. Love Guy, Nathan Fillion, brilliant casting. Love you, man. Yeah. You're so good. I can't wait for Batman to punch you in the face, knock you the fuck out.
That he's down for it.
I want it to happen. It needs to happen on screen.
Wait, have we talked about the Justice? We haven't really.
Well, I mean, we did briefly, but
one thing. Let me just say the one thing I hated about Hawkgirl, so that we can get that out of the way.
Okay.
Is that she actually knows she's known freaking Superman Clark for a while, right? Mm-hmm. I honestly do not believe that she would just let him rot in the prison.
Yeah.
Let who rot?
Yeah. Oh, when they said no, like when when they were like, no, we're not gonna help you.
Yeah, basically. And I know that Guy Gardner wouldn't because he's a dick, but when it comes to Hawkgirl, I highly doubt that she would.
That did feel weird, but I also felt like that was more so. Like I agree with you. I totally disagreed with that, but I also wrote it off like it's probably just because they don't want to have too many characters active at one time, and they wanted to give Mr. Terrific the shine. Because if you think about it, most people already know Hawkgirl because she was in the cartoon, so a lot of kids grew up on that shit. So like we know who Hawkgirl is, we know who Green Lantern is. But so like I'm guessing they used that to just make sure it was a Mr. Terrific focus, like in terms of meta, like writing reasons and not like in-story reasons.
I understand
that's what. Oh yeah, no, I agree with you. It didn't make any sense that she was like no, because she did
see the anguish on her face.
Oh yeah, she was still hesitant about it. It wasn't like she didn't care. She was just like, I'm sorry, but no, kind of thing. Also,
yeah, I feel like Guy probably pressuring her a little bit more would have been better though.
Yeah, I do
or
think
at least like stopping her maybe, because the thing is she can't really fight Guy.
That was something that I I thought they were gonna do is that, like, she was gonna go, and the guy was like, no, and it's just like, well, all right, sorry guys. Also, I do want to I do want to go I do want to go on record.
I think I can help clarify some of the problems that you may be having.
Go ahead.
They're kind of, it's not like she was the only one that knew his identity as Clark Kent. They all did.
Yeah.
So they were trying to play things by the book.
And they are a corporate team. That is another thing we have to consider, is that they are a corporate team.
That is true. And when you have the Corpo Justice Gang doing,
because if you let one person sneak off, you could just write it off like, oh, they were just acting on their own. Like, we had nothing to do with that. But if the whole team went, it's like, oh, you can't really say anything about that. That's exactly. You guys all acting at once.
Even I feel like what they could have done, actually, they could have had Lex Luthor actually buy them out.
Yeah. Like but I do feel, see, here's my thing, and again, this is all just kind of meta reading, but I really do feel like this is more just like, this stuff probably exists and it's probably in like a deleted scene somewhere, because like I definitely feel like some of the Justice League stuff was cut. Like I could feel it.
They were way too eager to help with the conflict and everything, so I feel like that helps with it. I see, and that's a good point, Brian. I think that was them making up for it. It's like, well, we can't help you here, but we can do this. Yeah, and also another small nitpick that's related to the Justice Gang, and maybe this is just my preconception. I thought Maxwell Lord was going to be more than just a quick cameo. Right? Same. But I'm glad he did. But I'm glad he was. But I get it, because like, you don't want to have him and Lex Luthor occupy the same space for too long, because it's kind of redundant. Especially if they're like sowing the seeds for bigger things down the road. Yeah. Also, speaking of things down the road, like, I guess this is more in speculation, so I'll talk about it more in that section. But like, the Hawk Girl actress has confirmed that she personally wants to have a relationship / romance with John, which I'm all here for, because I love the cartoon. I'm sorry, Carter. I'm sorry, Carter, but nobody gives a fuck about you. And I like the whole fate says that we're supposed to be together, fuck fate. Yep, exactly. I'm sorry, Carter, but you're just gonna have to get cucked this time, buddy.
Wait, by John you mean John Stewart, or the other John, or John Martian Manhunter?
No, there's a difference. There's John and then there's Jean. So Jean is Martian Manhunter. John is John Stewart.
Oh, okay. So the French accent.
Yeah, that's why there's an apostrophe there in his name. It's Jean.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just because it sounds really.
Yeah, I understand. That's why you have to. That's why you have to make sure when talking about the Justice League, you have to enunciate. It's like when you say the word. It's like when you say the word horror, or you could end up like Brian and accidentally saying something else. Like 2 weeks ago. But anyway, she specifically said that she's down for working with Aaron Pierce and doing like the animated romance. I want it so bad.
I'd be down.
Because Warhawk is a cool concept. He's dope as shit. And I really like that character. I would love to see that character incorporated in somewhere outside of the animated series stuff. But yeah. But now, so we've talked a little bit more about the Justice Gang. We've talked about Lex. We've talked about the Kents. We've talked about Clark. Let's talk about Lois and Clark. I'm a big fan of the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I've talked to Brian a bunch about it. I've seen some of it. And like, I knew as soon as she was announced for Lois that she was gonna kill it. But I did not know to what extent. Good Lord, she's perfect. She's perfect. Oh, yeah. She's that adventurous risk taker type character, but she's not stupid about it. That is my problem with my adventures with Superman, is that she's dumb. She's dumb. And I get it, that version is younger, but still, she's dumb. This Lois actually calculates her risk, you know? She goes in with backup and like makes sure to look for an escape plan. She doesn't just jump off of a roof expecting Clark to catch her. I will never get over that shit.
I feel like I feel like you're upset over something.
I will never get over it. I'm not ever letting it go. But also,
nor should you, Jay.
To call Clark, because one of my favorite scenes, like with her, was the interview scene.
It was perfect. Yeah, like you see it in the trailer, but to actually see it in full context is absolutely beautiful. Cause like cause it really gets to show who Superman is. Cause like a lot of people will misconstrue that Superman works for the U.S. Superman works for the entire planet. He lives in the U.S., yes, but he his job is to save the world, not just America, right? And like I love that because you know she hits him with actual real like journalist question, and like you know the moment where he's just like, people were going to die, and I'm just like, there you go, there he is. That's Clark.
That's how you do Mad Clark.
And the moment where he's just like, no, I don't represent the US. I represent me and doing good. I want to do good for the world. That is who Superman is. And like I'm getting chills just talking about it. Like he's just so good.
That is one of the things though, is because you see part of that in the trailer. And it like really shows for Clark, but also the scene really highlights Lois too. And just like her like cutting the truth down to him, saying, hey, look, Smallville, you gotta be realistic about this.
And also I also really like that her conflict really comes from kind of like balancing her journalistic integrity with like her love for Superman.
Yeah.
Because it's like, all right, but how am I gonna do is this really gonna work? Is this ethical? And I like that she straight up calls Clark out. Like, you know that's bullshit, right? You shouldn't be interviewing yourself.
One of the other things I like about her is that she knows when she's gone too far.
Yeah,
well,
she knows when she's wrong and she apologizes. She takes accountability for her actions. I wonder. I wonder.
Yeah, and like her like admitting, I was gonna break up with him, but then the fool said that he loved me.
And then all this stuff happened. I don't know I don't know what to do, man. One of my favorite scenes with Lois is when she really gets to see Clark. Is when like they drop him off at the Kent farm. And like she gets to see his room.
Yeah.
And
that was great.
like because the cool thing that like and what makes this scene so good and why it's important is because of what it establishes. Because when you look around, you see the science fair trophies, you see the football trophies, and it says a lot without saying anything at all. Because it shows you that Clark grew up and then he like played football and then he realized he got his powers and he's like, oh shit, this is unfair. I can't play football anymore.
Krusty Krab is unfair.
And that he's actually a dork.
Yeah, he has that dumb pop punk band that he loves so much.
He's a nerd.
And one other scene that's between the two of them that I really like was when he just says, yeah, there's a warrant out for my arrest, so I'm gonna turn myself in.
Exactly. That's what Superman would do. That's what Superman would do.
And then also in the same vein, her looking shocked, like, what the hell? It's like, yeah, it's the right thing to do. I gotta turn myself in.
Also, another one of my favorite scenes with Lois is when she like goes to the Justice Gang and like Guy is like, so you know about the glasses? She goes, well, yes, I know about the glasses, but what if I didn't? So you know he's Clark Kent. Oh my God, what the fuck? Why does he trust everybody?
Yeah, and also another
like,
that I
of course Clark would reveal his identity to his co-workers, because like, yeah, like these are people. He's a good judge of character. He can trust these people.
Yeah, and another thing that I like that shows you like how Guy is, just quick back to Guy real quick, that we didn't mention, was when the whole harem thing comes out and Superman's having a freak out and Justice Gang go to confront him about it.
Yep, he puts a bubble around everything so nobody can hear.
Yeah.
Yep, and
they also can't see, and also like, give him privacy.
And also, this is one of the reasons I know that whole message is bullshit. Is because they made a joke out of it. Like when Guy was like, bro, you have a secret harem? I'm like, there's no way they would joke about this if it was real.
Yeah.
So you know it's fake. And the other thing that definitely points to the message being fake is, well, a couple things. So I've been thinking about this for a while. I've been sitting on this one. So like you're meaning to tell me that Kryptonian technology that is like so far ahead like of human civilization that's basically future tech. You're telling me that I understand Lex is smart and like Lex has a lot of resources. There's no way that Superman had all that technology in the fortress and he couldn't fix it, but Lex could? Bullshit.
Well, I think she fixed the message, just he didn't know how to translate it.
No, that's what I mean.
But you'd think that he wouldn't be able to translate it. But still, James Gunn has said that, the message is...
Of course the message is fake. Of course the message is fake. Because, like, well, again, like...
No, that it's not fake, that it's true.
Oh.
I think he came out in an interview, like, just recently and said, yeah, what the Kryptonian said was true, that's actually what his parents said.
Okay, so that feels weird because, like, I don't buy that. And the reason
I
I,
don't either,
Also in the
because
same
the
in the
reason
same
the,
vein,
the,
though,
the, the reason I don't buy it, and this is a good transition into the next section I want to talk about, is because Kara exists. And if because Kara was 18 when Krypton exploded. So if this is really their family's philosophy, Kara would be going around creating her own harem and trying to take over the world. So why is Kara not becoming an intergalactic despot? If that is really how they feel.
Basically, what Brainiac wanted her to be in
Yeah,
My Adventures.
exactly. So like that proves to me the fact that Kara exists and Kara seems like overall a good person, if not a little lost, proves to me that like that's not a real, that message isn't real.
Yeah, but that's really weird that James Gunn came out and said, yeah, the message is real.
I think he's doubling down. I think it's one of those that he's doubling down because he doesn't want people to guess, right? He wants people to still believe that the message is not real so that it can be revealed in Supergirl's movie. Oh yeah, that's not how they feel about it, because obviously Supergirl's movie is going to go even deeper into the Krypton stuff because, again, she actually got to experience Krypton. And the whole thing about Kara's character is that Kara has survivor's guilt, like major survivor's guilt. She literally saw her planet explode and watched everybody she loved die. So she's really traumatized.
also the point is that the message doesn't really matter.
Yep.
It's what he took from it, and also that he appreciates what he has. Because that emotional scene at the end when it's
Oh man,
showing
the scene with the
him
family
growing
footage,
up.
the scene with the family footage also made me cry. Oh man.
Yeah, it made me. It made my heart go doki doki.
Yeah, same.
I probably would have cried if I didn't have to use the bathroom so bad.
So I have a really funny story. I told Tony this. I'll share this on pod too. So like, you know, I went to so the local theater I go to is like a theater restaurant, so we have like a full on meal and stuff. So I ate a ton during this movie, and that backfired on me because I had to use the bathroom during the beginning of the final battle with Ultraman.
man.
Oh no.
So like I left when the battle was about to start, and I came back right as he called Crypto.
Oh god.
So I missed that entire fight.
Well, at least you
Yeah,
saw
that-
it. You saw it the second time. So
Yeah, I
there's
did.
that.
I did see it the second time, but the first time I completely missed.
Oh damn. I totally get that. Cause honestly, my story is that I drank.
Uh
I had a big giant soda that I drank,
huh.
and I didn't want to like dip out in the middle. So,
Yeah. No, I feel that.
and this movie's like 2 hours.
It's 2 hours and 15 minutes.
It didn't feel that way.
No,
Honestly.
it didn't. The pacing is
didn't.
great.
But anyway, the point is that so I was holding it, and it ended, and I literally ran out of the theater and ran to the bathroom. And this might be a little bit TMI,
Mm-hmm.
but when it came out, it was not a stream, it was a waterfall.
That's hilarious. No, like
If you know that feeling.
yeah, 100%. No, like the funniest shit is like as I was like zooming out to go you know take care of business, is like the my server was coming up with my credit card or my debit card because you know because I obviously left my card to pay for my food and stuff, and he's like, hey boss, you forgot your card. I'm like, no, I'm going to the bathroom, I'll be back. That was so funny.
And
I
And I
was out of
know
here.
how hard it is for you, Jay, to use the restroom.
Luckily, that handicap stall was unoccupied. Otherwise, I would have been out of luck, and I would have had to tell a completely different story. Thankfully, it didn't have to go there.
And if you were curious, the only thing that I missed was the mid-credit scene.
Yeah. Okay. But
Well, I mean, there wasn't. Honestly, the credit scenes weren't really that important.
yeah, the only one that was important was the Kara one. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one was the other one was a joke. Like,
Although then again, the Kara one was the middle one, wasn't it?
was that the middle one?
No.
I thought that was the first one.
I read online that the middle one was just
Yeah,
him
Crypto
on
and
the moon.
Clark on the moon was the middle one.
Oh, that was a middle one. Then
Yeah.
I missed the last one. Then.
The last one is just Mr. Terrific and Clark like looking at the city as they're repairing, and he's like, "Huh, something's off." He goes,
Oh, that one. Yeah.
"Yeah,
Now
that
I
was the
remember.
one at the end. That was the last one." So there were 3 technically.
Honestly, they were really short. And
Oh, yeah.
The only one. Yeah, Clara
Yeah.
was the only one that was.
Yeah. Also,
That's a
I really hope that this will finally settle this debate, because me and Brian have been fucking debating this for years, ever since the Supergirl show came out, and they settled on this pronunciation. And me,
I have not been debating. It is.
So
it is.
But
Kara,
I'm hoping that I'm hoping that James Gunn says it correct, has them say it correctly. Now I get how Kryptonese is structured. It probably will be Kara because how they pronounce, like, I've always pronounced Superman's mom's name as Lara, but I've heard a bunch of people say Lara. So if they go that way, then I can understand Kara being Kara. But in my head, it will always be Kara because that's how the cartoon said it.
Speaking of their parents, I was not expecting
Bradley Cooper, right?
Yeah.
Apparently that was just a random phone call of like, hey, do you want to be in the Superman movie? It's like, I bet.
Well, also, Gunn went on record and said, yeah, we're following up Marlon Brando. I needed to get somebody big.
Yeah, fair.
And then
Also, their language seemed to be like some sort of mix between Latin and Italian.
Yeah, it sounds like almost Latin, Greek-esque, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, I still can't believe that Jor-El and his wife would actually say anything like that. But
Yeah,
anyways.
I still feel like it's fake, but I think he's doubling down just to keep it hush until they reveal the truth in the Supergirl movie. Because I don't think he would spoil an upcoming project is my thing. So I think he's just doubling down. Now, if I'm wrong, I will admit I'm wrong and have a complaint. But as of right now, this is where I'm sticking.
Understandable.
But yeah,
Like Andrew Garfield claiming up and down. I'm not
in the new Spider-Man. No way. No way
yeah.
home. No way.
But then Tom had to fuck that up.
Tom always fucks it up.
hear
That's why.
about that?
That's why you gotta keep Tom in the basement.
Did you hear about that? Like how Tom fucked
How
up
did
the
he fuck
Andrew
it up?
Garfield thing?
How did you fuck it up?
They were doing press for the movie before it came out, and they were talking about like the whole MJ scene where she's falling, and Tom says, "Yeah, that was great. I wasn't there for that, but it was great."
It's like, wait, what do you mean? Somebody else was
everyone's
there?
like-
It's like, oh, there's another Spider-Man. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like real quick, let's talk about the little bit we saw of Kara. Millie Alcock's Kara is
Perfect.
great. First of all, I love the look. I love the jacket, and I just love her personality. Where's my dog? Bye, bitch. Thanks. Oh, so good.
It's a lot different from the My Adventures with Superman one, which
Oh, yeah.
honestly, as much as I like this one, I still prefer that one.
I mean, that one like had a whole different life. She was way more sheltered and shit. And
Yeah.
it was like raised by Brainiac. This one actually had like a full life on Krypton. So she so
Yeah.
she's just a normal girl.
This one reminded me of the Molly Quinn version,
Yeah.
the one from the Apocalypse.
Yeah.
movie,
Yep. 100%. That's one of my favorite animated adaptations. That's Batman, Superman, Apocalypse.
which funnily enough, she played Nathan Fillion's daughter in Castle.
Oh yeah. Molly C. Quinn was a great Supergirl voice. But yeah,
she was.
I think she's great. She's got the look down. I love like her relationship with Crypto. We talked about it off camera, but like Trash mentioned dogs do tend to reflect their owners, and it explains why Crypto has such bad behavior. Because Kara doesn't care. Because she's indestructible too, so it doesn't really bother her. And also, again, she's in a really bad place mentally, so like it makes sense that she kind of wants a little pain. You know what I mean? She hates herself.
Yeah, because she's laughing when he's beating this shit out.
Yeah, like it tells you so
And you
much
can
about her
tell.
character without saying anything. That's just something that I want to keep reiterating. They do that so well in this movie. They don't just exposit at you. They let you figure it out.
Yeah, like we hadn't mentioned it yet, but this is tangentially related to Kara. Another group of characters that I like was the bots.
Yep. I love the Superman robots. Gary, MVP. Love Gary.
Yeah,
I also love that they just let Alan Tudyk voice every robot in this universe.
Not every robot, because he wasn't the other one.
Yeah,
it's a lot of like Guardians people and like James Gunn friends that are voicing the different robots.
That makes sense.
Number 12, I believe that was her name.
No,
the new one.
Yeah, 12. 12 was the new one.
That's a Mantis.
Oh, cool. I thought she sounded familiar. But yeah, like, I just find it funny because not only is Alan Tudyk, Gary, but he's also GI Robot.
Yep.
So he's two robots in this universe.
Yep.
That's the crossover I want to see. Gary meets GI Robot. Would you be interested in killing Nazis?
And also, technically, in the same universe, for one brief time, he was Clayface.
Oh yeah, right. He did voice Clayface for that bit in Creature Commandos as well. That's right. But yeah, okay. So yeah, that's Kara. Last but certainly not least, I want to talk about the Daily Planet cast. We didn't really get to see much of them, but I loved them. We didn't get to see much of Perry, but like getting to see him with the cigar in his mouth and just yelling at people, I'm like, yep, that's Perry.
And then saying, "Don't call me Chief."
Yep.
Also, I loved how freaking stone cold he was. Like,
Oh, yeah.
with any situation, he was always like
Oh, yeah.
calm as focused on-
Calm as a cucumber. Yeah, that is Perry.
The building is collapsing, and he's still calm, giving out
And he's just like,
orders.
all right, Lane, you still got that spaceship on the roof? All right, cool. How many can that fit? 6? All right.
Let's go.
Grant, Lombard, come on.
Yep. And then Steve Lombard. Like,
I-
what am I gonna see?
I love Steve. Steve is always my favorite side character in Superman stuff.
This was the guy who was in freaking
Yeah, he's the sports guy in My Adventures.
Adventures,
Yes, he's the one
He
that
actually reminded me of him, so I was like, "Oh, this is
yeah.
Steve."
No, that's Steve. See, that's how you know they're good because you knew. Okay, that's Steve. Yep.
Yeah.
I fucking love Steve. He's great.
And
Also,
then that moment where
also,
Lois is trying to drive it, but then they all fall.
oh, that was hilarious. Also, I love how unabashedly thirsty Cat Grant is. That was so comic accurate. She's just it's like, oh, I thought it was great, Clark. Oh man, tell me all about it, Clark. Like, oh dude, she wants his dick so bad.
Yep. And I also like how everyone was thirsty for Jemmy.
Yep. Especially Miss Tessmacher. Oh man.
Yep.
Oh man. The fact
I have
that
heard people say, and I think I agree, that this version of Eve is DC's answer to Madison.
yeah, I agree with that 100%. She has the same kind of energy. I love Eve. Eve is the fucking best. She's so crazy and unhinged. She even has like the crazy girlfriend eyes from that old school meme. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You remember the meme?
The crazy ex-girlfriend.
Yep. Oh
Yeah,
man.
I remember that girl.
She just gives off that energy, and Jimmy is just gaslighting her so hard. Like
When he was just like listening to her,
He was just like- he was just like, yeah. Okay. So when are you gonna send the thing? You gonna send this thing? Jimmy, I don't think you're listening to me. No. I am. I'm just worried about you. I don't want you to get caught and get in trouble. And I love when like Lois is going through this stuff. It's like you didn't check on her, and it's like I don't know. I thought maybe she dropped her phone in the toilet. She does that a lot too.
Yeah. And also, the whole weekend?
Oh man, so.
Oh, I see how it really is.
Oh, okay, Jimmy. Just like, oh man, so good.
And then his freaking name for her, like weird monster feet or something.
Yep.
Mutant Toes.
Yeah, mutant toes.
Yeah,
mutant
that
toes.
was freaking.
Yep. So apparently, Jimmy's with you, Trash. He's part of Feet Gang. I didn't expect Jimmy to be a feet guy, but okay, good for you, Jimmy. Go off.
Also, just the subtle moment that shows you the world building, like you were saying, Jay, like how this movie was expert at that. That one scene where the two like female interns or whatever
Yep.
were just staring at him.
Yep. Oh man, Jimmy's just out here. Jimmy's outside. That's our guy. He doesn't need. Sure, he's not a ginger, but he embodied Jimmy. That's all I care about.
Well, I mean, again, we had my adventures with Superman. Jimmy. Who's
not a ginger, but still best character on the entire show, next to Clark.
absolutely, and next
Yeah,
to Kara.
Yeah,
He's not a ginger and not a fuckboy, but
he's still the best. Love that Jimmy
He's still
as well.
Flamebird.
Yeah, he is still Flamebird. Caw-caw!
yeah. But yeah, all of the even like the smaller characters were done expertly in this movie.
Oh man, you want to talk about like there were 3 different scenes that made me cry. So 1 was the Pa Kent speech. 2 was the one at the end with the family montage, but the one that made me cry in the middle was the scene where they pull up the flag and they're all chanting Superman. Oh, that got me. That got me right in the heart.
Oh yeah,
Cause
and that
I
little
felt,
kid who was standing up.
oh man, cause I felt like a kid nut. I wanted to yell Superman at the screen. Like it made me feel like a little kid again. Like fucking rooting for my heroes on the TV. Like, oh, it's so good.
Oh,
By the way,
yeah.
speaking of that, I was trying to figure out like where the conflict was taking place.
Oh, come on.
I thought the guy was Russian.
No, it's totally not Israel and totally not Palestine. Like the
Yeah, it's made up Middle East.
yeah,
basically, I think.
but it's clear allegories for the place secretly funded by Israel and the U.S. government is clearly Israel, and then, you know, the Middle Eastern country is clearly Palestine. Because Superman goes out of his way to specifically say, I do not support genocide. People were about to die.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. I because the map that they showed was in the Caucasus.
I mean,
like,
again,
Ukraine.
it's all fictional. So that's why I said it's totally not, because it's just allegory.
Yeah.
I'm not. Don't ever trust actual geography in a comic book thing. These are all made up countries.
I mean, that's a good
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
And I can tell you that I'm glad they didn't, but as a long-term comic book fan, I was kind of almost expecting Queen Bee to be in this.
I thought it was gonna be Kondak and Bialia, because that's usually what they do. But if they include Kondak, they'd have to bring in Black Adam again, and nobody wants to deal with The Rock.
Yeah, that was the weird thing though. Is that, like, I still kind of like thought it was like I thought their accent was Russian.
Nah, I mean, like it's just vaguely. It's just vaguely. It was more like vaguely Middle Eastern. Like if you like, he was clearly modeled after like Netanyahu and shit. Like it was pretty fucking blatant. That is one thing I will say.
I think they did, to Trash's credit. I think what they were trying to do with
It was
that,
like a fusion between like Putin and Netanyahu.
yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. So like it's a Russia-Israel combo. Oh yeah, I can see that as a thing. I mean, it's all a fictional country, so who cares? But like, yeah, I can see that. Oh man.
But yeah, also just real quick, another thing that we didn't mention that is related to that. I'm glad that he died.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like normally I harp on heroes for killing people, but like Hawkgirl also is not is like a hardened warrior type. So like.
Yeah,
I kind of see her doing it. If Clark or somebody did that, then I would have an issue.
yeah.
But if
Yeah,
like
same.
Also,
but like
Also, I like the fact that they didn't go the typical, oh, neither side is truly evil.
yep, nope. That
One that was
dude.
reported by Lex was pretty.
Yeah, pretty fucking evil.
Yeah.
All right. So last but certainly not least, before we give our final thoughts and ratings, speculations. So the biggest thing I want to talk about is Ultraman. So I have two major theories, right?
I know what one of those theories is going to be. It's going to have something to do with a person that starts with B.
Yep. I think he's gonna turn. One of them is, I think the energy that he got exposed to, like when getting sucked into that portal, will turn him into Bizarro. Since we already know he's a clone of Superman, and Bizarro in a lot of continuities is just a generic, like a defective clone of Superman. So
Or unless it's
Usually he's created by
created by Lex usually, yeah.
Lex, right?
Yep.
unless it's a Superman and Lois, where it's an alternate version of Clark.
Yeah,
that gets turned into
they were pretty creative with that. But yeah, so usually it's a defective clone. So I think that's what they're gonna. That's one possibility. And here's
Or
possibility.
he is an actual extra-dimensional being from an Earth that is actually a square.
Yep. Oh yeah. That is another origin from Bizarro. That is really goofy. Bizarro World is square instead of a sphere. It's a cube.
And it's also Earth backwards.
Yep. So then my other theory is that portal that he got sucked into was actually a multiversal portal, and he will end up somewhere else.
Like,
Earth 3.
Earth 3, exactly.
Earth 3,
Because I
baby.
mean, he's Ultraman, right? Ultraman is the Superman of the Crime Syndicate universe, so makes sense to me that just sends him to the Crime Syndicate universe.
Oh my god, if they could get
Bro, if they get Rachel Brosnahan to dress up as, oh my god, I kind of want to see Rachel Brosnahan as Superwoman.
As Superwoman? Ooh,
Fuck yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah.
Are they going to show her very nice costume?
I mean, hopefully.
Yeah.
But also, I
what are
could
you
totally
talking
see them.
It's
'cause
basically
Alan
just a
Tudyk-
Malice skin, but like a Superman thing.
Yeah. Alan Tudyk has now been in the DCU multiple times now, but just as a voice. I could see like his one time being live action if they got him to be Jokester.
You mean Trickster?
No, the Earth 3 version of Joker. That's a hero.
Oh, yeah. Got you. I can see that. I
The
can
one
see
that's
that.
the actual father of Joker's daughter.
Yeah. The actual daughter of father of Dula Dent. Yeah, I could see that. That could be cool. So that was my one big theory. I am excited for
Metamorpho?
Metamorpho.
Being a part of the Justice Gang, which
That was
I'm
absolutely
spending good
hilarious.
money I'm spending good money that will later become the JLI.
100%. Their roster is pretty much the JLI, which makes me wonder, is Batman gonna join? Because Batman was on like at least the first lineup of the JLI.
Also,
I don't know.
are we gonna
And also,
get Fire and Ice?
Ooh, I hope we get Fire and Ice. I hope we get
Yes.
Fire and Ice. Because I mean, Ice is guys' long-standing on and off again girlfriends. I hope we get Ice, and you can't have Ice without Fire. You gotta cast a sexy Brazilian lady, please.
You need to, because, and also you gotta have a very talented Norwegian
Yeah.
Scandinavian actress to play Ice, because Ice is Scandinavian.
Yep, she is. Yeah, we got to be accurate with this shit.
And
The
also,
only time that it wasn't was in that shitty made-for-TV movie that was a pilot.
Oh, I remember that. I've seen that.
and
Where,
you know what Gunn can do to make it built different, right? Actually make a TV show that's based off of that general concept of the JLI.
I would love
with
that.
these characters.
So here's
No.
my pitch. Here's my pitch. Here's what I would do. I wouldn't do it as like an action show. I would do it as a workplace comedy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because-
That's what I was just about to say.
Because
100%
the
it
whole
would be a workplace
because the
comedy.
whole thing about the JLI is that they are silly and goofy, right? They're not the super serious like punch them, fight the big threats Justice League. I mean, yes, they do that, right? But they were the Justice League that coined the famous comic term "wahaha," which is just the laughter style, right? The like a lot of the characters adopted. I think it would be cool.
Basically,
James Gunn has
The
can do the most hilarious thing and bring in the Wonder Twins.
Oh, that would be that would be really funny. But here's something that I'm hoping for in speculation. We talked about it briefly before. You know, talking about the JLI, there are two important members that like define the JLI that you need. But
the Gold and the Beetle.
exactly, blue and gold, baby. But I hope instead we get Jaime and we find out again that Ted was around but has disappeared. Maybe we don't make the movie entirely canon, but we keep those parts. You know what I mean?
Well, they have said that.
Oh, I know the animated series is canon, but we don't know if the movie is canon. Do we?
Yeah, but also we do know that Booster is getting his own show.
Oh yeah, but that's still in development somewhere.
And also I have already heard the internet say the perfect Ted casting, and I do agree with it.
Okay.
Jason Sudeikis.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I could see it. He's schlubby enough.
Yeah. But yeah, that would be cool. Also, this is a little bit of out of universe speculation, but it has been revealed that even though he's working on Peacemaker season 2, he has been working on Peacemaker season 2. Now that he's done with it, Gunn is working on a secret, not yet announced film. And I have heard a lot of speculation online say that they think that it is Brave and the Bold.
That makes
Honestly,
sense. No, like I think
make sense,
I think that's
but-
the best. I think that's the best course of action. You have Gunn in charge of Batman and Superman.
I get you, and I would not be mad at that, but that's not what I want it to be.
Okay.
Okay.
I want it to be Wonder Woman.
Okay. That's interesting.
And
Now
apparently-
there is a rumor about a Wonder Woman script being floated around.
Yeah, Variety has reported that right now the studio is not currently interested in a sequel to Superman, but instead fast tracking a Wonder Woman film.
All right, so here's my thing. If we're in the speculation that we just want to talk about what we want, if we're gonna do Wonder Woman, this is
Make her Greek.
yes, but also the other thing is focus on Greek mythology. Like, I know I shit on the New 52 with Superman, but Wonder Woman's New 52 run, fucking great.
But keep her with her classic origin of being made of clay and not just like another.
Or hear me out. We could go maybe put a little spice in there and go with the Earth 1 origin.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, yes.
That would be awesome to fill you people in chat and, you know, Brian and Trash, because neither of them are familiar either. So in Earth 1, Grant Morrison, being the, you know, studied individual that they are, because they are non-binary, they took elements of Greek mythology and actually incorporated it directly into this version of Diana's myth. So, if you know anything about the Amazons, one of the biggest myths within the Amazons is Heracles' rape of Hippolyta, where he steals Hippolyta's girdle and stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
that's right. I remember hearing
And so,
about this.
yep. And so in Earth 1, Diana is not the daughter of Zeus. She is the daughter of Hippolyta and Heracles. And I think that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Because it would also, and you could also, like, again, embrace the Greek mythology even deeper. Like, and so Ares is a constant villain for Wonder Woman, right? But imagine how much more interesting it would be if Ares was her grandfather. Because Hippolyta is the daughter of Ares. Like, it'd be so interesting. Like, there's so much material to tap with Greek mythology. And yes, this is coming from a Greek mythology nerd. But, like, look at Absolute Wonder Woman. Absolute Wonder Woman has been killing it because Absolute Wonder Woman leans into Greek myth way more than mainline Wonder Woman has in a long time.
And I mean, come on. You can embrace that type of stuff. We've been getting that lately, like with
Blood of
the Greek and
Zeus.
Roman stuff
Yeah,
lately.
Epic the
That's been
musical.
really popular.
The Odyssey is getting its own Christopher Nolan adaptation. Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's in right now. Let's do it.
Make it
Yeah.
happen.
Please. Like,
Indeed.
if by some miracle of the gods, James Gunn happens to see this, please go find a script with a more Greek mythology focused angle. Do it, please. Like, that's the one thing I
Who would
love.
you put as the villain, though?
That's a tough one. Wonder Woman has a
Turkey?
Kirky is the easy choice, but I don't think Kirky would be like. I don't think Cersei would be like I don't think she's a first villain type character.
No.
So I think.
Especially since we were introduced to her in Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So that would overlap.
Initially, my initial brain would say Cheetah, but
So
they probably wouldn't want to be like
they would probably build up to that.
1984.
So here's what I'm thinking. I think they could go a couple ways with this. They could go Silver Swan, obscure Wonder Woman villain, or since they did so good with Lex Luthor, Veronica Cale. Now, if you don't know who Veronica Cale is, Veronica Cale is the evil businesswoman, fucking arch nemesis of Wonder Woman.
Veronica
I know they probably.
Or I have an interesting way of going about this. Actually make the Sovereign interesting.
Oh, I mean, the Sovereign is a very interesting concept.
Like, make him more of a proper threat.
Oh yeah,
But also,
That's what I'm saying.
oh yeah, I could see that.
I say to that though, is like Cersei, would that be a first movie villain?
You're right. I think that could be a build-up villain for sure. But yeah,
Sure.
tease them
Yeah,
throughout.
if they want a Wonder Woman movie, going back to what you were saying, Jay, like perfect blueprint for it is the animated movie that we watched.
Oh yeah, you know what? I don't know why I'm being dumb. You don't even have to do a villain. You could just have her fight a monster. Duh.
Fight a monster, or
Giganta even.
I get-
Somebody like Giganta could also work.
and you know what? There is one villain that is at the tip of my tongue. I can't think of his name, but he has like mind control powers.
Dr. Psycho.
He was in the Harley.
Dr. Psycho.
Oh my
You can
god,
have
yeah.
Dr. Psycho do like out of pocket
Fun.
shit.
I would say Dr. Psycho is also married to Giganta. So
He's in Harley Quinn.
yep,
You
Uh.
can make him, but you can actually make him do out of pocket shit.
yep,
But have
For
him
a
be
first villain, perfect.
serious.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that could be cool. No, yeah,
But also,
Dr. Psycho's
if
a
you
good
do
one.
include Dr. Psycho, can you please include one of my favorite things that Harley Quinn added to him?
Oh, make him a podcast? Make him a red pill podcaster? Yes.
No,
I think that would be
okay with,
I think
but
that would be
that's not what I was
hilarious.
gonna say with
Uh-huh.
his fetish for tall women,
Oh yeah, totally makes sense. 100%.
Yeah.
Listen.
and that's how you get. And oh my god, it could be similar to Superman, where we had an intellectual villain and then a physical villain.
Oh,
You could
I see.
have-
Giganta's the physical villain. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I see what you're cooking up, Brian. I like that.
You know what? Thank you for just taking what I was throwing at just into the ether, and you took the crumbs that I was throwing out. You made a full course meal out of it, Brian.
No,
nice work.
That's a good one. I like that idea. But yeah, no, you could do a full on monster. You could if you go with the Heracles origin, you could even tie it to the laborers or something like that. There's just a lot of cool potential here.
Or you can just not really have not like a physical conflict for Diana. You could just go with the Earth One approach and have more of a psychological one, where she's trying to defend herself and her actions when she goes into man's world for the first time.
and given like where the political state of the DC universe with how Superman ended, that could lead to some interesting stuff. Because you remember the defense secretary was like, "Well, I hope you're happy, Rick, because now the Metas will be taking over."
Which that was another like small like minor thing is. I know we talked about how it seemed like all the characters were used correctly, and I think Rick Flag might be the one exception.
Oh yeah, he felt weird.
Also,
it's weird that he looks nothing like his animated counterpart. I just want to say.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I know he said that the universe is a sliding time scale, but why is
he looks so he looks way older in Creature Commandos. He doesn't have a single ounce of gray in Superman.
That man doesn't look like he could have a grown ass son.
Yeah, no, that was weird. That was definitely weird. Like, it's the same voice clearly, but like it just does not match up. But whatever, I guess. But yeah, okay.
I feel like that might be like
that's just over. Yeah.
Oh no, because we do know when we're gonna see him next.
Oh, Peacemaker season 2, yeah.
Peacemaker.
Yeah.
So maybe his involvement in this movie was just set up for Peacemaker.
Maybe. And that is the next project Gunn's working on directly after this, so that makes sense.
Which, by the way, did y'all's theater show the teaser for Peacemaker season 2?
We did. I did not get it. Tony, did you?
Oh.
So what was the teaser?
Apparently they're introducing the multiverse.
All right.
Already?
Okay, so that definitely lends credence to my.
Yeah, I did not see the teaser for that in the theater, but I have seen the teaser just in general.
Okay,
Yeah,
so what is it?
Apparently Peacemaker gets to a universe where he's doted as the hero that he's always.
Ah, interesting.
And it's one of those like situations where everything seems perfect on the surface,
but you know, but underneath, things are going to shit. Okay, interesting. That's definitely a way to take it. All right, so now after like over 2 hours of talking, but somehow this was.
You guys forgot the most important character of the movie.
Oh, we didn't talk about the boy. We did not talk about the boy. Not for real. Crypto.
Yeah.
Superdog.
Rough and away.
Which I like the fact that they towed the line with him of good boy and little shit.
Oh, perfect balance. Perfect balance. Oh man. And like again, I love the payoff of just him being just such a terror, and then at the end, like Superman realizing, wait a minute, Crypto, get the toy. Fucking love that shit.
Oh, by the way, I was really confused as to why Superman didn't just destroy those things when he had the chance.
Same.
Yeah. Like use his eye vision.
I don't think he. Yeah, I was confused about that too. Like, wait, dude. Like, are you not realizing that that's how he's like? I guess he didn't put 2 and 2 together, maybe.
Because maybe getting your face matched by your doppelganger was distracting you.
He was too focused on other things. Maybe it was one of those things where he didn't put it together because he thought maybe that like he was using those spears to attack, kind of like a Mr. Terrific type situation, and he didn't realize that those were giving orders instead. Which,
by the way, talking about Mr. Terrific and the T-Spheres and Crypto, I do like their relationship.
That scene was hilarious. God damn, that's a flying dog.
Yeah, that was great.
And then he's like, damn it, do you know how expensive
these ain't cheap. Man, it's so good. So good.
And freaking just Crypto being like, he was really cute, and he actually helped out Clark a lot.
He was very cute.
He helped out a lot, but he also like caused a lot of.
Oh yeah, I love that fucking Crypto was looting during the final battle. He fucking broke into a pet store.
But then also, alternatively, when Clark was healing at home, Crypto was on his chest.
Yeah, just on his chest. Probably heavy as shit considering he's a super dog.
I know, right?
But it's just like, aw.
Like, you know, I've had my dogs on my chest before, and they're heavy as fuck. I can't imagine a super dog.
Mm-hmm. And you could tell he loved him a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Even if he was a terror, like it's still one of the last remnants of his home.
Yeah. Which you said it before that pets mimic their owners.
Mm-hmm.
I think the way that Crypto is because both.
Yeah,
Clark
and so not to give too much away, because I've read Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, but I know it's coincidence because they're script forward, and it just so happened that the script was already done, so they move forward with Supergirl next. But I think it's perfect to do it like this because it'll really show Crypto's character arc of like what he's learned from Clark. going into Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. And like I'm not gonna spoil any of the plot that has to do with Crypto, but like, you know, he really has a lot of like big heroic moments in that story, and
Nice.
I cannot wait to see how it goes down. Although I am curious because like the story also involves Comet the Super Horse, and I don't know, maybe that's a little.
Oh,
I was talking to Tony about it. I'm like, I don't know if that's a little too silly. I would be here for it, but maybe Comet the Super Horse is a little too far because we don't want Supergirl to be labeled as a
about Comet.
exactly. So I will go ahead and spoil that for chat / the audience. Comet the Super Horse is actually a man who is cursed to be turned into a horse that only turns back into a man every time this random comet passes by.
I feel like I've heard about this before.
Yeah, and he, you know,
We've talked about it before.
Him and Supergirl are a thing. So she is in fact a horse girl unintentionally, but I don't think they want that for her later. So
JTRHNBR.
I hope they do not. I hope they don't bring in Comet the Super Horse. All we need is Crypto. If anything,
Yeah.
you can replace Comet the Super Horse with Streaky the Super Cat if you really need to. So,
Not
Wait, that's an actual name?
yeah, Streaky the Super Cat.
Yes.
I thought that was just a joke.
No, yeah, Streaky the Super Cat. He's an orange tabby cat that also has superpowers. There's a whole menagerie of super pets. There's Comet the Super Horse, Crypto the Super Dog, Beppo the Super Monkey.
Love that Beppo.
Beppo's great. And there's, you know, Streaky the Super Cat. If you ever watched the Crypto the Super Dog animated series, Streaky was a character.
Oh, was it? Oh, that's right, it was, wasn't
That
he?
show was goated.
Yeah,
That show was
I
goated.
love Crypto the Super Dog.
It was a great show. I loved it, too. It was fun.
theme too.
Oh yeah,
Crypto, the
I will
Super-
never forget that theme. Crypto, the Super Dog, Crypto, rough and away. Look, that's my guy. I
Also,
love Crypto.
You would think Streaky would be like a cat owned by the Flash family, but no.
Right? Yeah, it's just a Flash name, but the Flash, their pet is even more hilarious. It's Fastback the
turtle.
Super Turtle.
Super Turtle. Yep.
Which that was one of the things that kind of like pissed me off a little bit.
About
When
League
they
of
did
Super
this,
Pets? Yeah, there wasn't the turtle wasn't
Super
there.
Pets movie.
Yeah, the turtle wasn't there. I was upset. Although, to be fair,
None of the comic accurate pets were there
except for Crypto and Ace. Except for Crypto and Ace, yeah, all the other ones were kind of just
and
random.
in this version, Ace had no connection to Batman.
He gets
until
adopted
the
by
end.
Batman at the end. Yeah, it's a good movie still. I still enjoyed it for what it is as a kids movie. But yeah, I will admit they did not use any of the comic pets, and there are tons of them. I did not see Wonder Woman's kangaroo anywhere. What the fuck?
Like also, it was weird for me to see
Diana had a kangaroo.
Ace as a pit bull.
I mean, yeah, he's
That
usually a Great Dane, but Pitbull still works. It fits the personality
Yeah,
still.
Great Dane. I mean, the one in the animated series or beyond, Ace was like a Doberman Great Dane mix.
Yeah, he was a Doberman Great Dane mix. He's usually depicted as a Great Dane. Which
But you know
yeah.
what the most iconic super pet is? You know who?
Who?
The Bat Cow.
Oh yeah, Bat Cow. That's Damien's favorite pet, Bat Cow.
Which I also love that it is canonical that Damien, the most rough of the Robins,
He's an animal
has
lover.
his own menagerie of
Yeah,
pets.
he's an animal lover. That's his one thing. Like that's his autistic obsession. He can tell you a bunch of animal facts. He's that autistic kid.
But
And
anyway,
again, also, you said that he's also a fan of Superman, so...
Well, Nightwing is a fan
That's
of Superman.
Dick Grayson.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, Nightwing is a fan of
There we go.
Superman. Damien, I forget who Damien's favorite superhero is.
Himself.
You know what? That checks out.
probably.
That actually, you're probably not wrong. We'll go with
Well,
that.
yeah, without further ado, though, wrapping things up, let's get to final thoughts.
All
and
right,
ratings.
so I've yapped enough. You already know what my rating is. 10 out of 10. Fucking love this movie. Is it perfect in a technical sense? No. There are problems. But in terms of being a fan and just it reawakening that spark in you that only really exists when you're like a little kid dressing up and you're like putting a fucking towel around your neck, running around thinking you can fly, that's the feeling you get. And like that shit is rare today, man. Like it's not perfect. there are things wrong with it. Like, but the feeling, dude, just how good this movie feels. The hope, the fact that I genuinely just left this movie with a smile on my face, and just talking about it, I'm smiling ear to ear right now. Like,
oh yeah,
my
indeed.
God, I haven't experienced a movie like this in a long time. This is how superhero movies are supposed to make you feel, dude. Like,
indeed. Which, if you don't mind me
yeah,
taking over.
sure. The last thing I was just gonna say was, like, you know, sure, everybody, y'all can have your own opinions. Like, you know, if you didn't like it, sure, cool. But I hope we've at least helped you understand why we feel like this. We're not just fanboying about it. Like, there's real substance here, man.
Which I will admit that there is a bit of fanboy bias.
Oh yeah,
in it.
No duh.
At least.
Yeah.
For me, which is why, even though, like you said, technically is not perfect, I honestly agree. This for me personally is not only possibly the best film of the year so far. It is also the best Superman movie in a while, which is why I agree. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, no, like, honestly, this is the best Superman movie since the first one. Like,
yeah, this
is the type of movie where you can actually, like, look up and believe a man can fly. Like, I fully buy into that marketing, 100%.
But also, in the same vein, which is perfect for Superman, it fills you with hope that things aren't hopeless. The world is not.
Yeah, and with how much the world sucks right now, like, we kind of need this, man.
Yeah,
we need this desperately. But yeah, trash. And then we'll end up with Tony.
So with me, honestly, like, I'm pretty sure there's like a butt ton of other things I could definitely say about this movie. But my score will probably definitely be a 9 out of 10.
Shit! Oh. Holy shit! That's crazy. I was expecting like a 7 or an 8 from you, considering like how it usually scales with us. But wow, a 9! Damn. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, like, even though regardless or not, I feel like Lex could have been a little bit toned down at the beginning. I feel like his descent into madness is perfect.
Yeah.
And
no, I'm with you.
A lot of the stuff that I was able to see and enjoy. I just really freaking enjoyed this movie. It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, and
one of the other things that got me was the military scenes, but I left it up to comic book, Superman, Super Friends kind of logic.
Mm-hmm.
So there's all that, and then honestly, it just, like, I had a lot of fun with this movie.
Yeah, and again,
things that I haven't had in a long time.
Yeah, that's the important part, is fun, right? Like, come on.
Also,
man.
not to mention, it just reminded me a lot of Super Friends, which I really like as a series. And I feel like it's something that not only that we needed right now, but just something in superheroes that we just needed in general, because we kind of need, like, something to offset the super serious stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like what they could do with this is definitely lean into the silliness.
Exactly.
Stuff.
Keep this kind of
tone. If they want to go into the serious stuff, they could do a multiverse right and do a more serious multiverse thing, or you know, or just have serious characters that exist, like Batman. Yeah. Batman can be serious and silly. You can balance both with Batman.
Also, we still have the Batman universe,
which is super serious.
Yeah, that's the one thing about me, though, is I feel like it's either needs to be, for Batman, if you want to fit it into this universe, it either has to be serious, or it has to be freaking 60s Brave and the Bold kind of.
So I mean, the movie itself is going to be called Brave and the Bold. So I'm hoping,
but also
it's not going to be like
part of the appeal of
their team up is the contrast. Yeah. So like So the thing that I'm hoping for with Batman, not to delay Tony too much, but like the thing that I'm hoping for with Batman, as a huge Batman fan, is the fact that, like, you know, he is the serious character, but like Clark can actually make him laugh or chuckle and smile, and like they're actually friends. I want them to be friends, damn it. I'm tired of them always fighting each other. They're best friends.
Yeah.
Best friends.
One of my favorite, like, films to watch growing up, which I had the VHS for and probably played out a little too much.
Batman, Superman, Public Enemies? The one where... No?
Wait.
That's the
Is
one.
that the one that was on the VHS?
Yeah, that's the one where Bruce steals Lois Lane for a bit, and then they team up
Yeah.
against Lex Luthor. Yeah, that's Batman, Superman, Public Enemies.
Yep,
Yep.
that one.
Yep.
That was great, and it showed the dichotomy between the two.
And the fact that they look exactly like each other, because in that one they did the whole the classic trick of having Batman dressed as
Public
Superman.
Enemies was the adaptation of the story where.
That's what I thought.
Okay, so I was wrong.
It was
Okay.
where Lex was president.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
You were thinking of the world's finest.
Oh, the world's finest one. Yeah.
Yeah, you were thinking of world's finest.
My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Public Enemies is totally different. My bad. Yeah, you're right. Because Public Enemies also has that scene where Lex fucking plants one on Waller.
Ew.
Yeah, it was weird.
Now you just made me. Now you're gonna give me nightmares tonight.
Cursed
Thank
panel. What? Hey, at least Waller's attractive in this universe.
But since you're in a place to talk and already talking, Tony, what are your final thoughts on it?
10. Nothing more I can say. This is a movie that brings hope, as the Man of Steel should do.
Yep.
Yup.
All right. Well, folks, we this has been the Chentress podcast. But Brian, I think we're gonna be doing some universe jumping. So why don't you tell the folks at home what we will be covering next week?
We're doing a little bit of fantastic world jumping.
Fantastic Voyage, if you will.
Yep. The first steps into a new franchise. It's gonna be a hard follow-up after Superman, but
I'll be honest with you guys. This has more weight to me than Superman does, because as much as I'm a casual Superman fan. Like, I like Superman a lot, but I'm a casual Superman fan. I love the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, we are covering Fantastic Four First Steps, which I'm excited for and worried for at the same time.
Very scared. I'm very nervous.
I will say that as a bit of a warning for people, because the director actually came out and said it. Even though he's in the first trailer, be warned, John Malkovich is not in the film.
Yeah, he got cut. Red Ghost got cut from the film, unfortunately.
Well, and the reason why he said why.
Oh,
was
okay. I did not hear why.
He was going to be in a opening montage of showing all the stuff.
Fantastic Four Adventures. Okay.
And so he cut it for time and to not be too busy.
That makes sense.
And that gives me hope for that he knows what he's doing.
I'm really excited. I can't wait. Like, this has so much potential. There's a lot riding on Fantastic Four, dude. I'm really fucking nervous.
Honestly, I kind of wish that it came before Superman.
Same.
Because
because now I have a way higher bar to set it against.
Well, also because we know how the movie's gonna end.
Fair. That is true. We do already know how the movie's gonna end because we saw them in Thunderbolts show up.
And
kind of.
Spoiler alert: it's not happy.
Not really. I mean, probably going to be a little happy because it'll probably be a birth of a child, so that's always happy.
I mean, we do have Franklin Richards, so
yeah, that's what I'm saying. God has been born. I mean, you laugh, but
no, I know that I laugh because I know it's true.
But we will talk more about that next time.
Really excited, and obviously, Trash. Invitations open. If not, totally cool. I'll definitely ask you about it for sure. But doors always open, Trash. Thank you for being here.
Of course, and thank you guys for inviting me and for always letting me come on. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
Like, I always do, because it's also not only because I get to share my thoughts, but also because I get to spend time with you guys. So.
Aw, thanks, man. We love having you here too.
So thank you all for doing that, and for letting me come in, and I appreciate it.
No problem.
For letting me shoot my shot, and also for letting me talk about this great movie, honestly.
Yeah, of course. We obviously, like I said, doors always open for Trash. If he wants to come in on Fantastic Four, the invitation's always here. And whenever we have any movies we feel like Trash is interested in, we're obviously gonna bring Trash back whenever we can.
Yeah.
But this has been fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. This is a long ass episode, so
future Tony.
Congratulations to everyone who made it to the end. Make sure to do all the YouTube things, like the video, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss any brand new episodes of the Channel Chasers podcast. And
comment.
Believe me, you guys,
Use comments.
I'm a casual Superman fan. This Fantastic Four episode about to be fucking massive. Just telling you right now, giving you this warning right here. So be prepared for that. But for now, we shall finally end this great journey and go up, up, and away.